And Meade coming in, ranked up there in the state. A lot of people expected them to have an opportunity to be here. Centralia, maybe a little bit of a different story. They had to replace a lot of starters off of last year's state championship team, 9 to be exact on offense. But Coach Glassick and his staff and the kids have found a way to mold themselves together and to play solid football to have a chance at a second consecutive state title.
You're absolutely right. I talked to the defensive coordinator, Roger Holthaus, and he said, like, when they played St. Mary's first game of the year and they scored 16 points against them, that's the most points, matter of fact, that anybody's been scored against. Centralia was the first time against St. Mary, a 3A school. They won that game 35-16, but there's a timeout in there, and the kids were looking this way and everything like a deer in the headlight, and he got your attention and says, hey, some of those last year seniors, they're not here anymore. Yes, we had to replace all offensive line. They lost a whole offensive line, and 9 seniors graduated. So they were back to start one, or brick one, to start reloading again, and, man, have they matured since they played those first 3A schools in St. Mary's and Ryder County. Got started, and they just run the table, 12-0 to get here today, plus the 9 from last year. They lost the first 3, and then they won 9 in a row in the state championship in overtime against La Crosse, as we well right here on the same field. So now they're on a 21-game win streak, Jeremy. And Meade, of course, lost the first game by 1 point to Holcomb, 27-28. On the short end of the stick, that one. And then they've run the table now. They're 11 games in a row, and this is a second time in a row in the last 3 years. Meade's been in championship, and it's a chance of a 4th time in a row, basically, or 3 out of 4 years, Centralia's been here.
Now you look at Meade, and last week they faced a La Crosse team that knocked them out last year that Centralia ended up beating in the state championship. And not only did they beat them, La Crosse had been number 1 all year, minus the first week of the season when Meade was up there, and then Meade gets beat. They really switched spots. They not only beat the Leopards in the sub-state, they put it to them. They beat the number 1 team in the state by 22 points. And when you do that, I think that probably opened up a lot of eyes across the state. Not only in the 2A area, but across the state, thinking, wow. So this Meade team, very powerful. They average 51 points a ball game. And, for a team that runs the football, they're not a Air Express. They put it on the ground.
You can have both teams. What's interesting is the spectators are going to see an unbalanced line, single wing. Now Meade, they'll call theirs like when you see the center line up, then they're going to have a quick guard to the left or the short side, and a quick tackle, and of course a tight end if they're on a balanced line. But they'll be unbalanced from the standpoint from the center. Then they have a strong guard and a strong tackle and a tight end on it. And so it's going to be a different format that they're going to see with exactly how they call them. But you'll see Centralia almost using with J.T. Rosie a spinner back move. So he turns around, they have it back to the defense. Most on every play, a lot of play action, what people's going to see. Now, defensively, Centralia will have a 4-4-2-1 is what their basic set is. I guarantee you, as soon as that ball snapped, it's like a 6-man line because they're going to be filling the gaps with the linebackers. Same thing for Meade. Meade will have a 4-3, but it's anything between it and a 5-3. And then they'll also have their linebackers, depending on how the blocking scheme goes, off tackle. The key to the single wing is how they do it between the tackle and the end on both sides of the ball, how the blocking schemes go, and how successful they go.
You look at how both teams got here. We're going to look as far as in the playoff rounds. I'm going to start with Centralia. They opened up with Jeff County North and didn't have any problems with them winning that game 46-7. Then they went up against an Olpe team who has been pretty good in the past, and the Olpe team not too bad, but Centralia shut them out 28-0. And then they went up against an undefeated 11-0 Linden team that had played well all year, had been in the top 5 in Class 2A. They won that game 34-14. That's how Centralia got here. Looking on the other side of the game today, you look at the Meade Buffaloes. They opened up with a 47-0 win over Oberlin Decatur Community. Then they went up against the Sterling team who, even though they were 4-6 going into that ball game, Sterling ousted Smith Center in the first round. They gave La Crosse all they wanted in the district play, but Meade was able to defeat Sterling by a score of 32-14, and then we mentioned the game against the La Crosse Leopards in which Meade won by a score of 34-12. So these teams have both come across some pretty darn good competition throughout the season, and when you get to this level, you expect good competition, but the way you get here is by playing good teams throughout the state, Larry. And you mentioned the fact that Centralia opened up with games against St. Mary's and Riley County, and then you look at what they did against some pretty good teams in the playoffs so far. You look at Meade, who opened up with a game at Holcomb, and then they played a Stanton County team that was pretty good, that was ranked in 2A. They won against them on September 28th by a score of 28-6. Then some teams that weren't as good towards the end of the season, they scored 60 and 70 points throughout the rest of the regular season, rolled through the playoffs. So both these teams pretty seasoned, even though as far as sophomore, juniors, seniors, Meade is a little bit more experienced than what Centralia is.
Well, yeah, and what I got, Glenn McFall, the athletic director down in Meade Buffaloes, he sent me information on that they've been playing football down there since 1909. That's pretty interesting to know that they've won throughout this time. They played 893 football games, won 455 of them, lost 407, tied 31 throughout their whole-time history, so they've had a winning percent of 51%. But here lately, under Scott Mosier, it's a lot better than that. They seldom taste the bitter pill of defeat.
Well, they're 70-12 under Scott Mosier. So
absolutely.
He's brought a winning tradition back to Meade football, as has Larry Glatzik with Centralia. They were the team, if you don't remember, for those that don't remember, the team that ended Smith Center's 79-game winning streak
on this same field.
On this very field. They're the team that beat a very good lacrosse team last year, and they're a team that's going to face a Meade team this year. So a lot of tradition on the field today. These guys aren't first comers. These guys have been there. They've done that. Even these guys that are out there playing today, they're...
Centralia has won the toss, will defer and kick from the south end. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, Centralia has just heard from head official that they have won the toss and deferred, so they want their defense to take the field first, and why not? 64 points given up all year, an average of 5.3 points per ball game. So let's look at your starters on the offensive and defensive sides for the Meade Buffaloes, and then the defensive starters for the Centralia Panthers. On the offensive line for Meade, the ends will be 88 Morgan Davis and 84 Randy Friesen. The tackles are Gunnar Harris and Ethan Reichman. The guards, Sam Podreberic and Cooper Clausen. The starting center for the Buffaloes is Garrett Blim. In the backfield, the blocking back, 33 Tyler Godfrey. The tailback / quarterback, if you want to call it, Chris Hardaway. And then the fullback, and he is the butter that gets this team going, Trevin Weens, the 6'2", 185-pound senior. And then the wing back, you cannot forget about Jet Little, the 5'8", 160-pound junior. Defensively, for the Centralia Panthers, the defensive ends, 53 Hunter Hoffler and 79 Joey Farron. The defensive tackles, Nick Howerton, 63, and Andrew Beck, 62. Outside backers, 44 Trevor Mars and 88 Cody Herder. Inside backers, 22 Brett Burdick and 32 Sam Steinlage. The corners, 25 Devin Rippey and 10 Darian Turner. And the safety is number 7 J.T. Rosine. Rosine will also do the kicking. The Centralia Panthers back deep for Meade at their own 5-yard line. On the near side is Trevin Weens. The far side is Jet Little, and we are set for the 2-1A state championship game. Glad to have you along for the best Saturday in high school football, maybe football, period. It is state championship Saturday from Lewis Field and Hayes, and the kick is up. It's on the far side. A good one taken by Little at the 2-yard line. He comes up on the far side. He's still on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 25.5-yard line, it looks like. So pretty good field position to start the ball game for the Meade Buffaloes. They'll mark it first down and 10 at the 27.
Absolutely. Oh, Jet Little, or Little Jet. He almost got ready to kick in them afterburners on that one there because he had a little crease along that sideline over there, but then the sideline got him. So first down and 10 by the Meade Buffaloes.
and he is a fast one. If he gets in the open, look out. Here we go. It's going to be Hardaway right up the middle. He is going to be hit by Steinlage as he leans across the 30 to about the 30.5, a pickup of 3. So a straight drive on the first play from scrimmage for the Buffaloes.
That was a great job in there by Sam Steinlage, who had 137 tackles. Wow, that's tough. 137 tackles all year long.
Unbalanced line to the right, this time for the Buffaloes. It's a snap. It goes back. It is a low snap, though, that Trevin Weens falls on back at the original line of scrimmage. So that was a direct snap going to Weens. It was low. He fell on it. 3rd down and long for the Buffaloes.
And, of course, the offensive keys for the Buffaloes would be to control the ball, line of scrimmage, keep the chains moving, win the special teams battle, and be a +3 in turnover battle. That was the 3rd key, and we almost had a turnover, but thank God for Trevin Weens getting there on the ball.
And this is a spot where they like to look for Randy Friesen, but it's going to be Weens coming near side looking for to break a tackle, and he is going to step out of bounds. He gets up to the 31-yard line, so he picks up 4 on the play, but it's going to bring up 4th down and most likely a punting situation.
Going back deep, the return is going to be, of course, J.T. Rosine is going to be trying to see how fast or how quick he might be able to get a punt return back.
Rosine will be the deep man. Sam Steinlage, the junior, will be the up man as Morgan Davis will punt it away for the Buffaloes. Low snap. Davis gets it away. It's a sidewinder going to the far side and takes a nice bounce for the Buffaloes. It's going to roll inside the 30 and roll all the way down to the 26-yard line. Boy, that looked like that thing was going to kick out of bounds on the far side, but that darn oblong football just chucked it back to the end and rolled deep into Centralia territory.
Yeah, he got an extra, maybe 9 to 10 yards at least, maybe even 11 or 12, getting down to the 26-yard line. So it'll be 1st down for the Centralia Panthers, heading from our right to left or north to south as far as this football field.
So 1st down and 10. Look for Rosine. He is the one that gets this team going. It's the spinner back going to right side. Right there on the backside, though, Morgan Davis. Ethan Reichman comes to help out. And, Larry, right there is the key to keeping this offense contained to make sure that you do not overcommit on the backside.
J.T. Rosine, he's averaged 145 yards per game, but right there you can tell he got stuffed for a little loss. They lost about 3 yards in there, so it's going to be 2nd and 13. And that's a good job by the defensive number 88, Morgan Davis.
They're going to call it a loss of 4 on the play, so 2nd and 14. Rosine is going to give it to Steinlage to the outside. He has blockers coming down the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. Big old Joey Farron leading him. He's going to be marked out of bounds across the 30 up to just across the 35. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1, a pickup of 13 yards for Steinlage.
And Steinlage's averaged a little over 8 yards like this. Gets 109 yards per game average. He's had 162 carries for 1,311 yards and 23 touchdowns, and you saw the reason why he's such a tough running back for the Panthers.
And this is the type of situation you love to be in if you're a running football team, short yardage. Rosine goes to the outside. He's going to be pushed out by Little up at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. It's 1st down for Centralia.
A lot of deception on that one right there because most of the defense by the Buffaloes thought he was going right up the gut. Of course, Rosine, he keeps it, and he goes outside enough to move the chains.
So 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line here at Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes. So far, 3 and out for the Meade Buffaloes. Centralia converts on 3rd down and short. This is the up back Mars. He is going to push forward and across the 45-yard line. He picks up 5 to the 46. So a straight snap back to the fullback, Trevor Mars, and he picks up 5.
Trevor Mars hasn't run the ball all that much all year long. 80 carries for 348 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he averaged a little over 4 yards a carry, and about what he got right there on that one there, Jeremy.
So 2nd down and 5. Schlachtenmeyer in on the tackle for the Buffaloes. He's creeping up to the line of scrimmage. Rosine will keep it. He is battling forward. He is close to a first down, and he is going to have it. He needed 5. He got 5, and he is going to actually picked up 6. So it's a first down again for Centralia.
That's 2 first downs in a row, so they're moving the sticks. And, of course, that's probably some of the unbalanced line for the Panthers. You'll see them in either in a single wing, unbalanced, a split set, or a split slot with a slot in between. And they want to establish a line of scrimmage, run the football, win the first down battle, and then run up to set up any play-action passes. So here they go, 1st and 10.
First down and 10 from the Meade 48-yard line. It is Steinlage going to the outside, cuts it back. He's going to be hit by Olvera and brought down as he gets inside the 45 to the 44. He picks up 4 yards. It will bring up 2nd down and 6, but a good cutback that time by Steinlage, the same play that he picked up 13 on earlier, but this time he cuts it back.
Well, this time number 84, Randy Friesen, he had the outside covered, so he had to cut back underneath of it, and that's where Steinlage made the extra yards.
8:20 to go first quarter. No score. This time it's Rosine. Goes right side. He's going to be ankle tackled. That was Friesen in on the tackle down to the 41. A pickup of 3 yards. It will bring up 3rd down and 3.
Friesen's just he's a 6'9", 230-pound senior defensive end. He made 47 tackles all year long coming to this game, and now he's forcing them into a 3rd and short.
So 3rd down and short. Andrew Beck hovers over the football, the junior. There's a snap straight back to Mars. He's trying to push forward, leans, and he is going to be short by a yard. He picked up 2. It's going to bring up 4th down and a long one for the Panthers.
He was going up against some 235-pound Cooper Clausen, and, of course, Ethan Reichman, 235-pound, 6-foot senior, and 250 Sam Bodra-Barrett.
Now 4th down and 1. The fans here on the Meade side are encouraging their defense. The fans on the Centralia side on the far side want the offense to get it going. It is going to be Rosine. He dives over the pile for the first down. Boy, J.T. Rosine was not going to be denied there. He picks up 3 yards and a first down.
I think he flew 5 or 6 yards in the air by the time he got through hurdling everybody, didn't he, Jeremy?
Man, he really got up there as you see him up and over the pile on your screen, and it's 1st down and 10, the 3rd first down for this Panther football team, and they are grinding it down the field.
3 first downs in a row. Meade needs to try to stuff the ball in here and need the defense coming up in there.
1st and 10 from the Meade 37-yard line. The ball's on the ground, and Davis is on it. Morgan Davis right there as the ball went off of the Panthers and recovered by Meade. And there's one of the keys, not turning the ball over. Buffaloes catch the first break of the day.
Scott Mosier said that he always wants to win the turnover battle by 3. No big plays, control the line of scrimmage, and win the turnover battle by 3. That's part of his defensive keys to winning this football game today.
So it is 1st down and 10 from the Hardaway and Weens back deep. It's going to be Hardaway coming to the right, to the near side. He's stuck. Mars and Rosine in on the tackle. A pickup of 2 on the play up across the 39-yard line.
Short gain. You can see why it's difficult for most linebackers to determine who's carrying the ball, because if it's done right, according to Dan Johnson and, of course, Mark Bliss of Conway Springs back in the Shrine Bowl days in the late 90s, the ball is always snapped at their knee, the knee height of the running back.
So 2nd down and 8. It is going to be Weens on the direct snap. Gets a block from Podra-Barrick. Breaks the tackle. It's the first down of the game for the Buffaloes. Trevor Mars saved an even bigger gain, a 9-yard pickup, and a first down for the Buffaloes.
If it wasn't for Trevor Mars on that sophomore making that tackle there, Weens is gone. Because I'll tell you what, he's got speed.
So 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, and the Buffaloes get their first down of the ball game. It's an inside handoff to Little. He gets through a little bit of traffic. He's into Centralia territory. Steinlage in on the tackle. That's a pickup of 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 6.
On the stop, number 32, Sam Steinlage.
And they will do some wrinkles where they get Jet Little the football. The main two carriers on the football field, obviously Hardaway and Weens, but Little will get one occasionally. There's Weens skipping over people. Burdick brings him down as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 more yards on the carry, and you see a lot of kids early in this ball game, Larry, jumping over piles.
That's a great job there by Trevor Weens to really kind of zig to the right and zig back to the left and jump and hop skip like playing no hop skip deal when it was all kids. The hopscotch.
3rd down and 2. They need to get the ball just inside the 43-yard line. It is going to be Hardaway coming right. He is stacked up. He is not going to get there. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Trevor Mars in on the tackle. He has been all over things so far in the early going for the Centralia Panthers. They move him back a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Trevor Mars is a 205-pound sophomore and made 35 tackles this year and 2 fumble recoveries up to then. That's old 44 is doing a great job for the Panthers.
4th down and 3. They're going to go for it. I would assume watch the football. It's a shotgun. The version of the spread for the Buffaloes. Coming to the outside, Weens. He is in trouble. Guess who? Mars is there again. Also in there, Darian Turner keeps it inside, and a loss on the play, and it's going to bring a 1st down for the Panthers.
They're back about almost the line of scrimmage, so they lost about 6-7 yards on that play there because Mars, he had that snuffed out. He had that all dialed in his number on 023.
So a turnover on downs, and with 3:59 to go in the first quarter, it's 1st and 10 for Centralia. Panthers moved the ball deep inside the 35-yard line their last possession, but fumbled it. Their defense holds down again. Rosine is going to keep it. Goes to the outside. Jet Little's got to stop him. Look out, Rosine on the run. He's gone. Rosine inside the 5. Touchdown, Centralia. From 46 yards out, and the Panthers are on the board first with 3:49 to go in the first quarter.
He did a great job zigging and zagging about the last 20-25 yards is when he saw the crease, and it just a straight old sprint to the end zone then.
And they will kick the extra point. Rosine will kick. Rimpey will hold unless they try a trick play, which is possible as well. But points are at a premium in games like this.
He's made 38 extra points out of 45 at a time this year, kicking extra points.
And the kick from Rosine is up, and it is good. So with 3:49 to go in the first quarter, it is Centralia striking first. The Panthers on a 46-yard touchdown run from J.T. Rosine. You see it right there. The blocking was up there, and Rosine is gone all the way into the end zone. I'll tell you what, the blocking up front was perfect on that play, Larry.
Absolutely, and he did a good job. He's going outside, then he went inside, and then back out, and then all of a sudden the blockers up late. His lead blockers downfield did a great job by not you're getting a clip or anything. And then the last 20-25 yards is when JT saw the a wide opening to the pay dirt, and he got there quickly.
Well, now the Buffalo offense, which has had the ball twice and have not been able to get in the end zone, they are going to get it back again. And as we mentioned earlier, this defense for Centralia averages giving up 5.3 points per game.
That's true. And both coaches wanted to control the line of scrimmage, but so far the Panthers got the better shot over the Buffaloes as far as winning the line of scrimmage. And so Meade's going to have to maybe go to some of their tricks, or maybe have to use the play-action pass now to open up some of the running. They don't really want to do that. Both teams would like to pound the ball, like you said, rush the football.
Rosine kicks it off. This time it is going to be Weens who takes it. He fumbles it into the end zone, so it's an automatic touchback. So it will be 1st down and 10 for Meade at their own 20-yard line. And 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Plenty of time to keep running the football for the Buffaloes, but they do have to be aware of the fact that You do not want to get down by 2 or more scores in this ball game.
No, because then it makes you one-dimensional, and you'll have to kind of probably go to the passing game to open it up a little bit.
First down and 10. The junior center, Garrett Blem, will stand over the ball. It'll be an unbalanced line to the right for the Buffaloes. Motion is, it's going to be Weens right up the middle. He's going to be brought down. Nick Howerton brings him down after a pickup of 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 7.
Saw a little misdirection there. They sent Jet Little, number 1, of course, in motion to his left. And then, of course, Hardaway kind of jumps up a little bit, fakes it like he might still have the ball, then gives it to Weens going up the gut. Right over that quick guard.
So second and 7. They will unbalance the line to the left this time. I would be surprised they don't throw it here. Well, forget that. Weens to the outside. Oh, 1 man away from breaking it. J.T. Rosine got him up down below. Devin Rimpey up top, a pickup of 8 by Trevin Weens. And I'll tell you what, they are finding some openings on the left side of the offensive line and the right side of the defense from Centralia.
It's just an angle run. It's just an angle block right off their quick guard, or Gunnar Harris is a strong tackle, number 51.
So first down and 10 from the Buffalo 31-yard line. That ball's on the ground. Hardaway picks it up, and Centralia all over him. The second time we've seen a mishandled snap. Trevor Mars in there again.
Led by number 44, Trevor Mars.
It's a loss of 7. It'll bring up second and 17.
And just to show you that how difficult it is for a center of any size in this game, is that I can still remember back the Shrine Bowl, they'd have 100 snaps a day right at the guy's knee. If you're going left, it goes to the left knee. If you're going right, they snap it at the right knee. And that's a tough technique to get every time.
So second and 17, it's going to be Hardaway. He spins and goes up the middle, and he's going to pick up maybe 2-3 yards on the play. They'll give him a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14.
Great job in there by the Centralia Panthers, just stopping them for that short gain.
And it just goes to show how important each and every play and each and every snap is, because against this defense, 10 yards is tough enough to go and 3 downs, but you make it 17 yards, you got to pick up in 2 downs. It's even that more difficult.
Now you can see they're, of course, out in their spread formation.
3rd and 14, Hardaway to throw. He throws it to the outside, tipped away. A nice play by Mars over here on the near side. I'll tell you what, if Jet Little's able to get that ball, he has some room to roam on the sideline, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and Trevor Mars is playing one heck of a ball game. You watch the play right here. Hardaway looked that way, and Mars comes in at the last moment, tips it away. Little was right there.
Yeah, he just barely got that left arm of his, old number 44, out there to deflect the ball, and incomplete. Now it's 4th down, and go back to punt formation.
Davis will punt it away. Last snap was a little low. This one away, a high spinner. It's going to be taken by Steinlage, and the fair caught at the 45-yard line. They will move it up. It's like a little bit, maybe about the 45.5, 46. But good field position again for the Centralia Panthers with 1:29 to go here in the first quarter.
And right now you get all the field position, it's favoring the Panthers like this. They're taking the ball over pretty good every time around their own 40-yard line. Now here the 46-yard line. About where they saw it the last time, wasn't it, Jeremy?
Yep, Panthers have been attacking the outside. It's going to be Rosine to throw. Looks down the middle, man wide open, incomplete. Devin Rimpey had it in his hands at the 25 and would have scored easily, and it's going to bring up 2nd down. A great play call and good execution minus the catch. Boy, Devin Rimpey feels horrible about that one.
Oh, yeah, and Chris Hardaway playing that safety back there is counting his lucky stars that he dropped the ball, because it was right there, right in his hands. Bad spot, huh? Right in your hands.
Well, Rimpey came out. He was delayed a little bit on the pattern, so I think he kind of got lost in traffic. But regardless, it's 2nd down and 10. I'll bet they run it here. There's Rosine, spins, goes up the middle, and is able to fight his way up near the 50-yard line. Podra Barrick in on the tackle, along with Cooper Clausen. So 3rd down and 6, a pickup of 4 on the play for Rosine.
Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd down
That was just a great job. A little spinner back move by old JT Rosine, the junior. He's had 191 carries for 1,735 yards and 28 touchdowns this year. Averages over 9 yards per carry.
3rd down and 6. A big defensive stop coming for Meade if they can get it. It's going to be Steinlage. He goes right, looking for the stick, dives forward. I think he has the first down. It just depends on the spot of the football.
He moved the chain gang out of the way, too, on his way to the sideline.
He's going to be just short. Looks like they're spotting it just a little bit short. So it's going to bring up 4th down and a very short. Yep, 4th down and about the length of the football.
You know what happened last time they did this here? He had old JT launched up in the air like he's going over a high jump standard or a hurdle, huh?
I would be prepared for that this time if I was Meade. So 4th down and about the length of the football for the Panthers with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It is going to be Rosine, goes to the outside, leans forward. He has the first down. Hardaway on the tackle along with Friesen, but a pickup of 4 on the play.
He didn't have to hurry, and by that time he saw it kind of clustered. They had a kind of roadblock up the middle, so he went off his right tackle and found a little crease and just enough to get the first down.
So 1st down and 10 at the Meade 41-yard line, and Centralia's played most of this first quarter on the Meade side of the 50. They will spread things out this time, wide receiver near side and far. It is going to be Rosine again, goes up the middle, hits, spins. Boy, he does not go down easily. He picks up a couple to the 39-yard line.
And that was an unbalanced line, but they split, had 2 receivers out wide there, but they're just a spinner back move, and JT just did the old counter right up the gut. And that's the end of the first quarter, Jeremy.
So we have played 1 quarter from Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes. The 2-1A state championship game, Centralia 7, Meade nothing. We'll be back with your second quarter right after this. And back at Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes, the 2-1A state championship game between the Meade Buffaloes and the Centralia Wetmore Panthers. And so far it is Centralia leading by a score of 7-0. And the defense has come as good as advertised for the Panthers. They held Meade scoreless in the first quarter and have allowed only 23 yards of total offense. On the other side of the football, hasn't been the case. 98 yards of total offense all on the ground for Centralia.
I can tell you, Jeremy, that all year long that all the opponents, all 12 opponents have only scored 7 points in the first quarter against the Centralia Panthers. 168 points they've scored, Centralia has, to the opponents only 7.
Tell you what, we told you about it. We told everybody about it. This defense is good.
And the second quarter, one we're about to take part of here, they've scored 174 points on offense. Centralia has, and only allowed 15 points in defense. Yep. So the Meade Buffaloes have their hands full this second quarter here.
2nd down and 8 to start the second quarter. Centralia's moved going from our left to our right. There's a snap back. Rosine gives it, but there's a flag on the play. It is going to be a false start, our first penalty of the football game. So 5 yards, it will be 2nd down and 13.
The referee is Randy Richter, and he just got through giving him a little yellow laundry on the field. Umpire is David Richter. Doug Richter is the linesman. Jared Riddy is the line judge, and the back judge is Jared Martin. There's your officials for today's game.
So 2nd down and 13. Rosine is going to give it to Steinlage, going left. And is going to be brought down from behind. Jacob Trevino on the tackle, a pickup of 3 back to the original line of scrimmage. It will bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, great job by the middle linebacker for the Meade Buffaloes, Jacob Trevino, 5'9", 170-pound senior. Had 53 tackles so far this year and 1 interception up to this game today.
So 3rd down and 10. We'll see if Centralia tries to put the ball in the air again. Alex Russo coming out of the ball game, and into the ball game is Ross Beckman, the senior.
come out.
And Beckman will be in the slot on the left side. Rimpey slot right side. Steinloggy to the near side. There's going to be a timeout on the field. Larry Glatzik wants to talk about it. We'll take it with you. 10:56 to go, second quarter. Centralia 7, Meade nothing from Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stay with us for halftime today's game as we welcome.
Back at Lewis Field Stadium, Scott Mosier in with his team discussing what they need to do defensively, what to watch out for. As it looked like Centralia was going to come out in the slot formation, but makes you wonder if Larry Glatzik might change his mind in the formation, as maybe Meade's preparing for that a little bit more here in this timeout.
I think he saw their the way the defense said he didn't like the play that's called. So, but he was opening up with kind of twins to the right or the slot guys, because they call it a unbalanced line, split slot is the offensive set that Larry calls it.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Meade defense has bent. They have also broken on the 46-yard Rosine touchdown run. And now Burdick and Steinloggy have flipped sides of the football field on this pass. Rosine's going to run it. He is going to be hit and dropped. Schlocktemeyer there for Meade. Friesen helped him finish him off, and it's going to bring up 4th down and looks like 14, a loss of 4 on the play, and Tate Schlocktemeyer blew that thing up from the beginning.
Boy, that Schlocktemeyer, man, what a great job he did. He's had 38 tackles this year. Of course, the defensive tackle comes in there to replace a 5'11", 175-pound junior. Now, 1st down for the Meade. It's going to be kicking.
4th down and 14. The punt coming away. Rosine will get it away, and that's kind of off the side of his foot. Will bounce, will roll inside the 15 and out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So tough field position for the Meade Buffaloes. They'll have it 1st and 10 to throw in 14-yard line, but the defense gets a stop with 10:13 to go in the first half.
And Centralia has been winning that line of scrimmage so far, so they've got the good field position too, which puts a lot of pressure on the Meade Buffaloes. Now, they got to go about a long ways, about 86 yards for a TD.
They got a ways. But this team can do it. They can do it in one play.
That's right.
1st down and 10 Buffaloes. Their own 14-yard line. It is going to be Little. He spikes it up the middle. He's going to be brought down as he crosses the 20. Up to about the 22-yard line, so a pickup of 7-8 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll call it a gain of 7. 2nd and 3.
It was a great job by that little Jet Little. Kind of like an inside trap play, and from his wing pack or slot.
So 2nd down and 3. Olverian now at a blocking back position for the Buffaloes. Hardaway's going to throw, throws it out in the flat. Olvera can't handle it. It is an incomplete pass, and will bring up 3rd down. So good coverage that time by Centralia. I think that Hardaway wanted to go to Friesen, but he was double covered.
Yeah, and also had Jet Little out there in that open. He was pretty well covered also. So his options got whittled down to slim and none because of the Panther defense. Had that smelled out real well.
Power to the right this time on 3rd down and 3. It is a stretch snap to Weens. He spins. He has the 1st down. Breaks one tackle and is going to be brought down. And after a good gain, Cody Herder brings him down at the 33-yard line.
And you can see how that kid has had 131 carries for over 1,587 yards and 26 touchdowns this year, Jeremy. He averages 12.11 yards every time he rushes the ball.
He picked up 12 on that carry, the third down of the ball game for the Buffaloes. 1st and 10 from the Meade 33-yard line. They have climbed out of a hole from their own 14. Hardaway, little misdirection to the left. He's going to get across the 35 to the 36.
Looked like he wanted to go to his right-hand side because he muffed that ball a little bit and picked it up. So, I think there's a seam to the left, so he kind of veered off to the left.
At the 36-yard line.
Good job that time by Nick Howerton and Andrew Beck.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7 as Hardaway has ran the ball 6 times unofficially for a pickup of 3 yards total. It is a direct snap to Weens, goes up the middle, leans forward, brought down on the play across the 40 to the 41. Brett Burdick on the tackle. It will bring up 3rd down and 2.
As a direct snap back to the fullback that time with Chris Hardaway trying to give the old Hail Mary fake with his hands up in the air. Like the ball had snapped over his head, and all of a sudden there goes Weens the other way.
So 3rd down and 2, another 3rd and short for this Buffalo team. Kind of drive they like to have. There's a snap back. Hardaway come near side. He's on the way. Look out, Chris Hardaway at the 40. He is going to be caught and down at the 12-yard line.
Great job.
Chris Hardaway rips off a big one. 47 yards, 1st down and 10.
Well, it's great blocking up there. Now you can see that him or Weens, they don't need much of a crease, do they?
Look at him coming in and then out of your picture. And saving the touchdown was Cody Herter. They'll mark it at the 13, just inside the 13, so a little life from the sideline of the Meade Buffaloes.
Cody Herter's had 44 tackles this year, but none any more impressive than that one there, number 88, a junior, Cody Herter.
So 1st down and 10, we'll call it from the 12-yard line as it's just inside the 13. Direct snap to Weens. He's patient, looking for some running room, and is going to be rode down at the 11-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a tough 2 yards he made. He went straight forward, then they had it kind of scrolling off the lateral to the sideline, and luckily he hung on to the ball and made 2 yards of it to bring up 2nd down, and that's to call it 8 yards, huh, Jeremy?
2nd down and 8 from the 11. Clock just running under 7 minutes. An inside handoff to Little, looking for little room. He is going to be brought down by Rimpey as he slides down to the 8-yard line, picks up 3 more yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Would you say Little got a little yardage? Little got a little. I'm sorry. Jet, he gets loose out there and turns them jets on. He's gone.
Well, he's shifty. I mean, he'll get the ball in some traffic, and you'll see him move. I mean, laterally quickly, and then just punch it north and south just like that. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. We're going to keep it right here. Centralia wants to talk about it. But 3rd down and 5, a big play coming up for this Centralia defense and for the Meade offense. You got to figure it's 2-down territory, although Morgan Davis a decent field goal kicker. But I think today you're probably going for it if it's 4th down and short, if you don't pick up the 1st down or a score on this next play.
That's a good observation. Another thing, Jeremy, is that, remember we said earlier, Centralia has only allowed 15 points by all 12 opponents at this time in the 2nd quarter. So he's taking time out to get to maybe Coach Roger Holthaus, the defensive coordinator, and the brain trust for the Centralia Panthers, is trying to say, hey, bristle up, let's try to hold them, let's try to keep them scoreless, because there's only been 15 points scored against them all year long in the 2nd quarter.
And Scott Mosier, they're looking for their best play on 3rd down and 5. Now, keep in mind that the ball is over here all the way over on the near hash, so, if you're running sweeps or anything like that, you got to, on this play call, you got to keep into consideration which way you want to go. You run it near side, you're going to have to cut it up a lot sooner.
Well, they're going to be unbalanced to the right, so the strong side is going to be the wide side of the field, looks like here.
Olvera back in. He is the blocking back. Who's the ball going to go to? It's going to be Hardaway. He's going left. He slides in. He's going to be brought down short of the 1st down. Gets down just inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4. It'll bring up 4th down and 1. A pickup of 4 on the play.
4th and 1 for a 1st down, and only 4 yards away from pay dirt. So, a very, very important call by the Meade Buffaloes right now.
Well, Scott Mosier didn't take any time as he sent the play in with his senior quarterback. 4th down and 1. The ball just inside the 5-yard line. A huge play with 5:50 to go here in the 1st half. It's going to be Little. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, I tell you what, they go short yardage to the, no pun intended, little fella, and he gets in from 4 yards out, and it is a 1-point ball game.
Good thing he only had to go 4 yards for that touchdown, because that guy could have kept on running. Hey, nobody around him.
So Jet Little gets in with 5:46 to go, and a great play call by Scott Mosier and his staff.
That was a great inside kind of a trap off to the weak side.
executed on all fronts, and Davis will attempt the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and I think he got it. He did. So with 5:46 to go in the first half, we're all tied up, and Meade takes that and drives 86 yards against Centralia's defense to put it in the end zone.
That is incredible, and that's only the third touchdown scored by the Panthers all year long, so give credit to the Buffaloes where credit's due. Great job by the Meade Buffaloes and the brain trust by Scott Moser and his staff.
Yeah, they made some really important calls on that drive. None more important than the handoff to Little. I think a great play call, especially with the counter action going away. I mean, they had everything going towards the near side with Hardaway and with Weens, and then Hardaway just got that little counter action handoff to Little, and that was wide open.
You know, when talking to Coach before the game, he reminded me that 30 years ago they won the state championship when he was a high school player for Wichita East, and one of the best coaches ever in the state of Kansas, Chuck Porter, was his high school coach. Chuck Porter, after Wichita East, was spent many, many years in Class 5A ball up at Buhler. But that's a great deal, and that's 30 years ago that he was a player, and they won the state championship. They also won the next year after that, Wichita East did.
Now the Buffaloes won it here in 2010.
And
Centralia won it in 2009 and 2011 here at Lewis Field Stadium.
So, and also 40 years ago.
And the kick by Davis, it's high and it's short. Steinlage has it at the 12-yard line coming up. He breaks a tackle but slides forward and is brought down. See where they mark it at about the 27, 28-yard line. So with 5:42 to go in the first half, good field position for Centralia. They have 72 yards to go for pay dirt.
Yeah, the tight end had Harrison Branson, a 170-pound freshman, come in there, kind of helped trip up his legs and brought Sam Steinlage to the turf.
So first down and 10. They've had one turnover. There's a fumble by Centralia. Rosine is going to give it to Steinlage. Near side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Look out. Steinlage still going. He's going to be written down as he crosses the 50 down to the 47-yard line.
You talk about determined run. Wow, what a great job of Sam. I bet there's about 8 or 10 people, but you don't arm tackle these boys to bring them down. You bet for a reason, and so arm tackling won't work. You got to have good fundamentals, blocking and tackling, and he stretched them out and earned every yard.
A 25-yard run that time by Steinlage. So first down and 10, back in Meade Buffalo territory. It's going to be Rosine. Spins. He got hit pretty hard, but still leans forward. Davis in on the tackle. Also a little bit of help from O'Vera, but a pickup of 3 on the play.
And the cross-buck action by the Panther running backs that didn't fool the defense too much. They only gained about 3 yards. Great job by the Buffaloes.
One thing that you notice out of these Meade ball carriers, though, is when they get hit, they don't usually go backwards. They usually fall forward, which is a pretty darn good thing to have. Steinlage, he's held up in the backfield. He is going to be brought down. Schlachtenmeyer there. Olvera again, and Little came in to help out as well. It's going to bring up third down and 9, a loss of 2 on the play.
That was a great job by theirs. There's got a herd of Buffaloes in on that one.
And even though he didn't make the tackle again, Randy Friesen stuffed that one up and forced Steinlage to try and cut it back to the outside.
Cut back inside to the tackle area because he wasn't going wide outside the ends that time, was he?
Not at all. So they're saying a loss of 1 on the play. So they'll bring up third down and 8 from the 45-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in the first half. Rosine is going to keep it. Goes up the middle. He's hit and dropped. Again, Schlachtenmeyer on the tackle. Olvera there. And also Davis. That's some names we have spoken a lot of defensively, but it's going to bring up fourth down and 5, a pickup of 3 on the play for Rosine.
And that play there, of course, that was in their unbalanced split formation where they had those wide receivers.
Coming in with the play is Cody Herter. And again, it's a situation where you really need to watch the football here and not go on a long count. The Meade fans are getting up for their team. 4th and 5. It's a quick kick by Rosine. It's inside the 10. It will check up and will be downed as it continues to roll and will be brought down at the 6-yard line. So J.T. Rosine with the quick kick, and it was a good one. And it will be first down and 10, and, well, they went 86 yards last time. This time they have to go 93.
Absolutely, but that's a great job. A little trickery out there, a little quick kick by old JT, and got the right turf bounce, all the ground-up rubber tires that's in the old turf these days. Checked up just right, and they got a long way to go.
Yeah, now they have quite a ways to go. Inside handoff, Little. He's going to get across the 10, lowers his head, gets up to the 13-yard line, picks up 6 yards on the play, second down and 4.
Got a little old Jet Little's a 5'8", 160-pound junior. He's had 91 carries for 799 yards and 9 touchdowns this year. So he averages about 8.7 yards every time he gets the ball.
And a whistle from the officials as they stop play. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. Possibly an equipment situation. And we'll back it off, and still not sure what it was for, but looks like we're ready to play some more football. They wind the clock, and second down and 4. This time it's Weens, and he is going to be brought down. Steinlage nice in from his linebacker position to make the tackle. No gain on the play. It'll bring up third down and 4.
Yeah, let's make the test down to find out what Scott Moser's got on his play clock right now. He sent the play in there to Chris Hardaway, and he's got the number, and here they go.
Wow, what a state football game we're having today. These two teams really going after it. Third down and 4, and the timeout's going to be called by Meade. Scott Moser wants to talk about it, so we'll take it with you. 2:09 to go first half. Meade and Centralia tied up at 7 from Lewis Field and Hayes. And welcome back to Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes, the 2-1A state championship football game between the Meade Buffaloes and the Centralia Panthers. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jansen. It's been back and forth. Meade and Centralia. Centralia scored first. A one-play 46-yard drive, a 46-yard touchdown run by J.T. Rosine with 3:49 left in the first quarter. Then Meade, an 86-yard touchdown drive that included a 4-yard touchdown run from Jet Little on 4th down and 1. With 5:46 to go in the first half, it was 7-7 after the extra point kick. And now Meade faces a third down and 4 with 2:09 to go in the first half. They will spread everybody out. Davis and Weens to the near side. Friesen, Little to the far. They're going to throw it. There's a pass to Friesen. He makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Great spiral, great throw there by Chris Hardaway, and a great catch by Randy Friesen. He's only a 6'9", 230-pound senior. Tall boy. Had 11 receptions, 198 yards, and 3 touchdowns this year.
First pass completion of the football game goes for 7 yards to Randy Friesen. They will spread him out again, so an empty backfield this time for the Buffaloes. Trips to the near side with Little, Friesen, and Finster. There's a pass out in the flat. The catch is made by Little. He looks to break a tackle, but Brett Burdick brings him down after a short gain of 3 on the play as the clock winds at 1:53.
Yeah, Brett Burdick did a great job fighting off the block there by number 84, Randy Friesen, and so he caught old Jet Little there for not too big of a gain.
They'll see if they try and get it to Weens on the near side. Back to pass, throwing over the middle. It's knocked away as Farron got his big paws up there and knocked it down, so it'll bring up third down and 7.
And Chris Hardaway thought for a second maybe he ought to try to catch this here and catch his own pass, but then it's smart to let it go for an incomplete because he would have lost some yards.
They're going to continue in the hurry up. No, I think they're going to call another timeout. We'll keep it here this time. Scott Moser wants to talk about it with his team. But I would imagine they're going to try a running play here next, Larry, because if you look at the clock with 1:38 to go, only one timeout remaining for Centralia. You run the football, you stay in bounds. Well, you guarantee that, minus the fact that either you take it for a first down, you take it for a touchdown, or if they stop you short of the yard to gain, then Centralia uses their last timeout, and it makes it a little bit tougher for the Panthers if you get the football punted away.
Yeah, if everything works out for clock management, you're right on target. And of course, that's what they hope happens. But that second timeout used by Meade, if I recall.
That is number 2. Both teams now with one timeout remaining. So I think maybe Scott Mosier is just playing a little keep away right here, not wanting the Panthers to be able to get the football back in their possession. And they're going to spread them out again, but not quite as much. Weens to the near side. Mars will cover up on him. Back to pass Hardaway. Looks down the sideline looking for Weens. He threw a little bit too far. I'll tell you what, Weens had a step on Devin Rimpey. Also coming over was Cody Herder. It's going to bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Buffaloes.
Trevin Weens is fast and quick, but not quite that. He needed an extra 5 yards on that because Hardaway, he just let that thing fly.
He has a pretty good arm himself. That ball was a solid 45 yards in the air.
Yeah, at least.
Back to receive number 7, J.T. Rosine.
A good snap. Davis gets the punt away, and it is high and short. It bounces and takes a check back inside the Centralia 50-yard line. Will be downed up near just about the 47-yard line. It will be 1st down and 10 for Centralia. With 1:21 to go in the first half, they still have one timeout remaining. And Rosine showed that he has a pretty good leg on him with that extra point. So you could possibly think about getting into field goal range here with plenty of time to move the ball down the field.
That punt was short, but he's lucky they got an extra 10-yard bounce out of it to make the ball 47-yard line for Centralia.
And shotgun formation. Rosine's going to keep it. He has room to roam. Going to the outside. He tries to get around Finster. He does. Still on out of bounds at the 43-yard line of the Buffaloes.
It's like it looked good, gained about 9 yards over there. He did a great job going off tackle, then bounced it to the outside and headed for the first down sticks and just come up maybe half a yard short, John Jeremy.
So a 9-yard pickup, but he did get out of bounds, so it's still a timeout remaining as only 9 seconds run off the clock. If you're Meade, what you want to do is contain.
Yeah, keep him out of the end zone for sure. And you got a minute and 12 seconds to do it here to halftime.
O'Hara comes off to the sideline limping for the Buffaloes. They're going to throw it. There's a pass out in the flat. It's going to be caught, and Steinlage out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So a pickup on the play for Sam Steinlage of 9 yards and a first down.
And it only took 4 seconds off the clock and got out of bounds so good clock management by the brain trust of over Centralia Panthers. Taking what the defense gives you, and that's it.
So they have moved the ball from their own 47-yard line down to the Meade 33. They're going to throw it. Rosine rolling. There is a flag on the play. Rosine throws it up the field looking for Burdick. It is caught but out of bounds. And we'll see what the flag is over on the far side. It might be an illegal formation, but I'm not for sure. Officials will discuss it. And it is going to be an illegal formation called against the Panthers. So it'd either be 1st and 15 or 2nd down and 10.
Illegal formation. Offense. Penalty is declined. 2nd down.
And they do decline the penalty, so it brings up 2nd down and 10. Scott Mosier doesn't want to give him an extra down.
And head coach was arguing with that play call because he didn't think that it was right. He thought all those guys had lined up perfectly. Maybe one of them went up on the line of scrimmage, although what you're saying, right?
Yep.
Didn't have 7 on the line of scrimmage. Snap of the ball.
So 2nd down and 10 with a minute and 1 second to go here in the first half. We're tied up at 7, the Centralia Panthers and the Meade Buffaloes. 2nd and 10. Rosine's rolling to his right, looking, has a man open, incomplete. He was looking for Burdick on the near side at the 23-yard line, but if he would have looked in the slot, Devin Rimpey was wide open about the 21.
It looked like a good pass there, but JT, though, didn't it? I mean, he's just right there, and Burdick dives to try to make the catch. Number 22, he's had 10 receptions for 127 yards this year and 3 touchdowns. And the average is 12.7 yards every time he catches the ball, but that time it fell incomplete.
It was good coverage by Jet Little. He was right up there, and Rosine threw the ball, the only spot where his guy could get it, and Little couldn't.
Like you're saying, Rimpey was open, too, on the inside. He's had 8 receptions for 235 yards.
3rd down and 10. Rosine to throw under some pressure at the screen. It's nearly intercepted by Ethan Reichman. He knocks it down. That screen was intended for Trevor Mars, and gives some credit to the senior defensive tackle for reading that play and was right there.
Yeah, Ethan did a great job. Ethan Reichman, 6 foot, 235-pound senior. He broke that one up, didn't he, Jeremy?
Yeah, he did. That was a nice play by Reichman as Rosine comes in, and also coming in beside him again is Ross Beckman, the senior. And not very many seniors on this year's squad.
They got him down to 4th down again.
4th and 10. Shotgun formation with 53 seconds left to go. Rosine to throw. Looking under a little pressure. Has a man open. It's caught by Beckman inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. He picks up 22 yards on 4th down and 10.
That was a great job in it by Ross Beckman. He's a 165-pound senior. He's wide open in the middle, wasn't he?
And Weens made the tackle, and now this defense has their backs against the wall for Meade. 1st down and 10 from the 12. Rosine going left, tries to get it outside. Good job. They can't make the tackle. Rosine finally brought down at the 4-yard line. He picks up 8 yards, and boy, they strung the ball all the way to the sideline, but the fill wasn't there, and a pickup of 7 yards that will bring up 2nd down.
It was a great job by JT that way, just to kind of wait for the blocking schemes to work, and then he cuts back underneath of it, and then they hardly had to bulldog him to bring him down.
Scott Mosier talking with his team about filling the gaps and making some hits.
Yeah, the initial surge needs to be a little bit better off the line of scrimmage, I think, by the Buffaloes. So far, they're on this play, the pass defense is a little suspect, maybe trying to get him covered as tight as what he'd really like to have it done.
Well, 27 seconds left to go in the half. If you are Larry Glatzik, you're calling a couple plays in the huddle right now with your team, because if you get brought down short of the 1st down marker, that clock's going to continue to run, and you're going to have to get up and be ready to snap the next play. But at the same time, if you're Scott Mosier, your defense has probably coming up with the base defense to cover that as well.
And you're out of timeouts too, right? Because they just called the last one.
That was their last one.
Clock management, like you said, they got to get they go anything outside, you got to get to the outside and try to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
2nd down and 3 from the 5. It is going to be a direct snap to Steinlage. He's coming to the edge, gets the block. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. A huge play for the Panthers with 23 seconds left to go in the 1st half. It is 13-7. What a play call and execution by the Panthers.
Student body left to student body to the right-hand side. And Steinlage did a great job. 5-yard touchdown, and he must have run 25 to get there.
5-yard run for Steinlage. They are going to attempt the extra point. Rosine will kick it from his own 10. The snap is good. Rimpey gets it down. The kick is no good.
Like he hooked it.
No good, wide to the left.
Hooked it to the left, didn't he?
He did. So the extra point miss. And again, every point so valuable. You look at Steinlage coming into your living room as he dives across the goal line for the touchdown. And like you said, Larry, that was student body right. I think they brought kids out of the stands to block that one, because he had a wide open goal to the end zone.
Well, he like you said, he ran about 25 yards to get there, because he had a lot of guys pulling and a lot of blocking backs out in front of him, and all they had to do is just find a slow crease. He only had 5 yards to get there, so he just dove in the end zone and slid on the turf. And that's an important touchdown for the Panthers, one that the Buffaloes hate to give up, but a little momentum certainly goes to them here leading right into the halftime break.
And if you remember right, Centralia won the toss and deferred to the 2nd half, so they will get the football to start the 2nd half as well.
Absolutely. So now they got here try to have Wayne see if he can get loose here on a kickoff return of 23 seconds. So will they kick it deep to him, or will they try to do a squib kick and try to keep away from him?
I'd put my money on a squib kick right here.
A little defensive scheme of things by the Panthers, maybe to keep the ball away from either Jet, Little, or Trevin Weens, and they're back there. They're ready for the ball to get to him.
The kick will come from JT Rosine, who seems like he's done everything today for the Panthers. And it is a squib kick, but it is going to get all the way back to Weens, picks it up at the 20. Has a little blocking, comes near side, and is going to be pushed out at about the 33, 34-yard line. And that is where Meade will take over with 19 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, he just wanted to hustle up, get that ball out of bounds, and salvage what minutes they had or seconds they had on the clock, didn't he, Jeremy?
Yep, he saw that there was going to be no breaking away on that one, so it's going to bring up first down and 10. And if you're Meade, do you try and throw it, or you just go to your old bread and butter? They do have one timeout remaining. It is going to be Weens, goes up the middle, and he is tripped up. A nice play by Steinlage, who gets in there. And they are going to call their last timeout. Why not? A pickup of about 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down and 6. So with 12 seconds left to go here in the first half, Meade, get a first down here and possibly get up to the line and run another play. See if you can't get something to go.
That's a great job there by what you mentioned, Sam Steinlage. He's had 137 tackles all year long, 2 interceptions, 1 for 2 for touchdowns. So it's a great job by Sam Steinlage.
So active in the middle of that defense for Larry Glatzik's team. I mean, he is a horse. And you look at this Centralia squad. Let's look at the starters defensively. Junior, sophomore, junior, sophomore.
No seniors started defensively.
That is impressive.
8 juniors and 3 sophomores are defensive starters for Centralia.
Second down and 6 for Meade as they come out of the timeout. We'll see what they have drawn up for this play. Hardaway is going to throw it, has time, throws it to the sideline. It's nearly intercepted. Trevor Mars, if he gets his paws on that one, he scores again, and it's third down and 6 after the incompletion.
It was going to be a pick 6 from about the 47-yard line. What was going to happen on that if Trevor Mars could have got both mitts on it?
I think if Hardaway can get that pass up a little bit more, Weens was open on the sidelines.
Game of inches, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't just run the football here. They don't want to have to potentially get the ball back. There's Weens. He's going to go up the middle and instantly is hit and brought down by Joey Farron.
That'll be halftime.
And a pickup of 2 on the play, and that is going to bring up halftime. Tell you what a first half we've had, though. After one half of play, the Centralia Panthers up by a score of 13-7. And Larry Jantz, I think this game has about everything we expected it to be. 2 solid football teams really battling it out so far.
It's developed into everything we expected out of it. I mean, good smash mouth football in there, unbalanced line, single wing offenses by both of them. Never had done before. Both coaches give credit to John Ulrich, who wrote that single wing book, single wing offense with the spinner back, of how they learned this thing years ago.
So 13-7 is the score. The Centralia Panthers with the lead after the first half of play. We'll be back with your second half after this.
I think what he was doing is drawing out the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, today for your halftime entertainment, we're very pleased to welcome the Centralia Panther Dancers.
Let's meet the young ladies. Senior Shelby Osterhaus. Junior Blair Burdick. Junior Kennedy Corpy. Junior Aaron McNally. Sophomore Katie Hoffler. Sophomore Mallory Cook. Ladies are coached by Jada Conley. Today they're performing to a Shake It mix. Please welcome the Centralia Panther Dancers.
Here I go, here I go, here I go. Tick, tick, tick. Work the body, work the body. Slow down, girl, you're about to hurt somebody. Hold on, dog, but you can one be clear. There's only one reason why I came here. People want to tell you what's up now. I came here tonight. Here to grab the shake, shake, shake the roll. Shake, shake, shake the roll. Shake, shake, shake the roll. Tick, 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 tick.
You know that I want ya. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground.
It's like this when you do it like that. Now if she touches like this when you touch it right back. Now if she moves like this when you move it like that. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Here I go, here I go, here I go.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Centralia Panther Dancers. Shelby Osterhaus, Blair Burdick, Kennedy Corpy, Aaron McNally, Katie Hoffler, and Mallory Cook, and the coach, Jada Conley. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we still have state commemorative football championship programs and T-shirts available here at Lewis Field.
And my thoughts were short, my hair was long, caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from me.
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of today's game, we'll be doing our medals and trophy presentation. We'd ask that you please remain off the field until after the presentation has taken place. Following the conclusion of this presentation, you may join your team on the field.
By the campfire, it's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man,
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation to the Meade High School Pep Band.
And welcome back to Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes, the 2-1A state championship game. The Centralia Panthers with a 13-7 lead over the Meade Buffaloes. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jansen. It's been a pretty good ball game. Looking at our halftime stats, brought to you by Centralia Frankfurt, USD 380. Passing yards, Centralia with 31. Rushing yards, 148 for 179 yards of total offense. 7 first downs for the Panthers. They did have the one turnover, but the important part, if you're a Centralia fan, is the 13 points they do have on the scoreboard. For the Meade Buffaloes, 10 yards through the air, 122 yards on the ground, 132 yards of total offense, 5 total first downs for the Buffaloes. No turnovers. They have 7 points on the board. Our halftime stats brought to you by Centralia Frankfurt, USD 380. Hey, Larry Jansen, tell you what, first half, like we talked about before we went to the halftime break, a lot of what we expected. 2 really good football teams just smacking each other in the mouth play after play.
There hasn't been any disappointments, I don't think, so far, Jeremy. There haven't been any things that we didn't anticipate. Just good single-wing offense and trying to figure out the other one and line of scrimmage. That's all what amounts to. Who controls that line of scrimmage? Who makes the least turnovers? But Meade needs to do a little bit better job of, I think, tackling, wrapping them up. Don't just arm tackling. There's been too many yards got them a second, third effort, which is a positive thing for Centralia Panthers. Never saying die, just keep the feet churning and moving forward. But they need to do a better job of tackling and hold back some of those first downs. Like you said, I think 10 first downs, so they're only there 5 or so. But so we need to Meade needs to find an answer to that.
Looking at the scoring summary from the ball game, the first score of the ball game was a one-play 46-yard drive at the 3:49 mark of the first quarter. J.T. Rosine, a 46-yard touchdown run off the right side. The extra point kick by Rosine was good, made the score 7-0. And then in the second quarter, a 10-play 86-yard drive capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run on 4th down and 1 from Jet Little at the 5:46 mark of the second quarter. It was a 7-7 tie after the Davis extra point kick. And then Centralia, an 8-play 53-yard drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Sam Steinlage with 23 seconds left to go in the first half. Made the score 13-7 after Rosine hooked the extra point kick wide left. So their score stands at 13-7 right now with the Centralia Panthers on top. They get the ball to start the second half. Larry, what kind of adjustments do you think Centralia will make offensively, if any?
I don't think they're going to make any change on it. What's interesting to me is, remember, they didn't have any offensive linemen coming back from last year. Lost them all to graduation. What's interesting on their starters on offense, they have 2 seniors started, today, and 7 juniors and 2 sophomores started on the offense, and they've done an incredible job so far for the Panthers. The 2 seniors is number 80, a defensive, it's a tight end, Alex Ruzzo, and then 55, Lincoln McClary, number 55, a right tackle. They're the only 2 seniors coming back from last year. So you look at that's an incredible job of how they've molded everything together for the whole coaching staff at Centralia. I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed with that leadership in there. And on defense, seniors. So you got to give a lot of credit to the whole brain trust of the Centralia coaching staff up to this point.
Now, Meade defensively, you mentioned the fact that, and I agree 100% with you, the fact they need to tackle better because second and third efforts are picking up 2 and 3 and 4 yards for Centralia. Anything else that the Buffaloes need to do different defensively here in this second half to keep Centralia off the scoreboard?
Well, I think they're going to start off in, the base 4-3 defense, and anything between it and the 5-3 is what Coach Mosier said they're going to run. But they need to be sticking the box more because they haven't really used the pass as much. Centralia hasn't. So I think they need to play more for the run and try to make them a one-dimensional team. And have them try to go to the air might be the main key to them. But no big plays, control the line of scrimmage, and then win that turnover battle.
How important is this first possession when Centralia gets the football that Meade gets a stop?
Well, they need to stuff them. They need to stuff them pretty good. For the whole year, the teams had 637 tackles, led by Jacob Trevino, middle linebacker, with 53 of them. And right behind it, Trevor Weens, the safety, had 50 tackles for him, and Morgan Davis had 48. And so you look at that there, that's the leading tacklers for them. They've had amazing 29 interceptions for the whole year Meade has. That's incredible to me. Cornerback, little Jet Little, has had 8 interceptions up to all the year. Isn't that incredible? 8 steps out of 29 for the whole team. 4 by Finster, and also 4 by Chris Hardaway. And so that's going to be 16 out of 29 interceptions by those 3 players. So they're leading that. That's incredible.
So Meade will kick off to start the second half. They will go from our right to our left. The Buffaloes and the home team on the scoreboard. They are wearing their purple uniforms with the white numerals, and then Centralia in their road whites with the black numerals trimmed in orange. We are ready for second half action. JT Rosine, see on your screen right now, he has been a solid performer for this football team all year. And then for the Meade Buffaloes, Morgan Davis been pretty good as well, offensively and defensively for the Buffaloes. So here we go. We're ready to start the second half. Great to have you along for 2-1A State football as Davis puts a boot into it. Rosine has it at the 11-yard line, comes across the lineup across the 25, and there is a flag coming in from the far side official. It comes in at the 24, I'll mark it about the 25-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. You haven't had much laundry so far. That is a block in the back.
Foul and a first down.
Block in the back against the Centralia Panthers, so that's going to mark them back 10 more yards. It'll be first down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Not really what the Panthers want to get started, but I think that might have been on Sam Steinlock. It looked like he might have been a guilty party by the way he's walking back. He may not have been, but it looked like it was. We were kind of blinded by a bunch of bodies in between us and what around to happen. But here they go, first and 10.
From the 15-yard line, J.T. Rosine, he has a touchdown run. He gives it off to Steinlage, who has one as well, and stacking him up after a gain of maybe a half a yard was Tate Schlachtenmeyer. I say no gain on the play. It's going to bring up to second down and 10.
And he had a little help in there by Jacob Trevino, the middle linebacker. He had 53 tackles, 1 interception for that 5'9", 170-pound senior, helping up old Tate.
Second down and 15. It is a read play, and this time it is Steinlage going to the outside, and Olvera on the tackle. That's going to be a loss of a yard. It will bring up third down and 11, and Morgan Olvera does a good job getting in there. He was shaken up a little bit in the first half, but came back to make that tackle, third and 11.
That was a great job by him. He's had 48 tackles this year, 2 interceptions for that 5'9", 175-pound junior, Morgan Olvera.
So third down and 11. Meade has had troubles getting off the field on third down. It is Rosine, goes up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. It's fourth down and 8 in a punting situation for the Panther offense.
Yeah, number 40 and 24 come in for Meade for the punt return. 40 for them, of course, is Jordan Woodruff, 170-pound junior. And number 24 for them is Mitch Harder, 165-pound senior.
Fourth down, back deep is Weens. Snap back to Rosine. He gets it away. And Weens, it's returnable. He has it. Well, he'll fair catch it at the 46-yard line. So Trevin Weens fair catches the football. Great field position for the Meade Buffaloes for their first possession to start this second half.
That's the first time they've got to start the ball on this side of on Centralia's side of the field, isn't it?
I think so. Now they're going to have to take advantage of it, though. Trailing by 6.
The ball is placed at the 47-yard line of the Panthers, first and 10.
Meade 2 for 7 throwing the football in the first half for 10 yards. Centralia was 2 for 6. There's a snap back. It's going to be Little on a sweep. He has a little bit of a gap. He lowers his shoulder, and it's going to have a pickup of 9 yards on the play as Turner comes up to make the hit for the Panthers.
And let me tell you, it all starts with a great snap by Garrett Blam, because that ball snapped back to Hardaway about his knee, or maybe even underneath of his knee, and the old spinner back, he gave that ball to a lot of trickery and misdirection in the backfield, and that got old Jet Little open.
Second down and 2, a pickup of 8 on the play. That is Weens, who gets a low snap, just patient, tries to cut it to the outside. He's going to be stacked up short of the first down, I believe, by about a half a yard, a pickup of 1 on the play.
About the time I bragged on Garrett Blam doing such a good job, that time the ball hit the turf, and on the snap kept back to old Trevin Weens.
So 1 yard gain on the play. It is third down and 1 for the Buffaloes. I think if Weens just cuts that one straight up, he probably has the first down on that play. There's a snap back. Hardaway coming near side, leans in. He is going to have enough for the first down. He needed a yard, and he got a yard. It will be a first down and 10 for the Meade Buffaloes.
And on tackle, defensive tackle, Andrew Beck, 165-pound junior.
6th first down of the ball game for Meade. The ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, they got the ball going. That's what the Buffaloes got to do, is herd them out of the corral, kick up a little dust and dirt, and get them after those Panthers.
First and 10. It is Weens going left side, being patient. And coming up to make the hit from his cornerback position was Devin Ripping. After a pickup of about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
And that there ball's awful. Snapped pretty low there. He had to reach down the turf again to pick it up. I think you'd like to have that snap just a hair higher. A little higher than the ankles, maybe up on the knees.
2nd down and 6. Single wing at its best today. There's that inside counter play for Little, who is hit by Rosine, but is able to spring forward down to the 28-yard line.
Boy, he's quick, too, isn't he? Jet is quick.
Yes, he is.
Hit that hole quick, and he turned it up, and made good yards. So it's 3rd down, and call it 2 yards to go for that first down, and Meade needs to keep the sticks moving.
3rd down and 2 from the 28-yard line after the 4-yard pickup by Jet Little. He has 36 yards and a touchdown on the game today. This time it's Hardaway going left. He is hit from behind. He will not get there. Howerton coming in from his defensive tackle position. No gain on the play. Actually a loss of a yard. It will bring up 4th and 3.
Pretty good job by Nick Howard Jr. Had 8 tackles so far this year. So you can tell he mostly just controls the line of scrimmage and lets the linebackers get most of the tackles. There we go. 4th down and short.
4th down and 3. It's a big one for the Buffaloes. Which way do they go? It is going to be Weens right up the middle, powering forward. It just depends on the spot, and I think he has it.
Looked like
he has
just enough.
He kept powering forward, and he kept that ball. If you saw how he was carried the football, he had both arms around it, but he kept it forward. And I think that is enough for the first down. They are going to measure for it, but I think he has it by about half the length of a football.
If he does a great job on the line of scrimmage by the strong guard and the strong tackle. Cooper Lawson, number 59, a 5'11", 235-pound senior, and Gunnar Harris, a 5'10", 220-pound senior. If he made the first down, it's because of their line surge.
And there it is, by about half the length of the football. First down and 10 for Meade. I was so confident I'd already marked it down on my stat page.
I understand. And God bless you for doing that, because you're right on top of it.
7:04 to go, 3rd quarter. Centralia leading 13-7. They had the first possession of this second half, but went 3 plays and out. Meade took over on this Panther 46-yard line. They're still going. It's a sweep to Little. Gets a kick-out block, and a nice job coming up by Cody Herder. Makes the initial contact for the Panthers. A pickup down to the 21-yard line, so 5 yards. Jet Little came around, looked for his block. Good run. It's 2nd down and a short 5.
Yeah, that was a great play. They had that unbalanced single wing to the right. Then they come back to the short side of the field using the old slot back. Jet Little, number 1.
2nd down and 5.
They got split right this time.
It's Weens again. He cuts it back this time, keeps his balance. Rosine caught him off balance, and then Steinlage and Mars finished him off. A pickup. Let's see where they mark it, just inside the 18-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Another critical down for the Buffaloes.
This is exactly how you expect this game to go, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is 3 yards in a cloud of dust, you might say, although it's a cloud of rubber right now. And Hardaway coming across. He has the first down, breaks the tackle inside the 10. I'll tell you what, Steinlage shot the gap and just ticked Hardaway, but not enough, and it's a first down carry, 1st and goal for the Buffaloes.
He got part of his ankle in there, but Hardaway got out of that Steinlage ankle trap type tackle, and man, oh man, did he have determination to get down there to make it 1st and goal.
So 1st down and goal, the ball just inside the 6-yard line on the near hash. Tyler Godfrey, the blocking back, comes out. That will probably put Olvera in at the same spot. It does. It's Weens. Goes left, looking for blockers. He's undercut by Rosine as he gets down to the 3-yard line. He picks up 3 on the play.
Wasn't a whole lot of deception on that place. It's just a quick snap back to Weens and see what you can get out of it on the left-hand side, huh?
One thing you notice out of both teams, but especially Meade, as they are a patient group when they run the football. We'll just wait and wait for those blocks to develop. 2nd and goal from the 4. It is Hardaway. Goes up the middle. He is still pushing forward. He's going to be brought down at about the 2. Picks up 2 yards on the play. It looked like initial contact made in there by Andrew Beck. They'll bring 3rd down and goal from the 2.
Andrew Beck, good old tackle, 54 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries so far for that 165-pound junior. And then, of course, the free safety, J.T. Rosine came up in there. So now it's 3rd down and 2 for the touchdown.
The Meade fans, they're getting up. The Centralia fans on the far side doing the same. Wow, what a ball game we have here in Hayes. 3rd and goal from the 2. Their direct snap. Weens, touchdown Buffaloes. Trevin Weens went off the right side and scored. And we have a tie football game with 4:04 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Was that quick? That's called the quick hitter, wasn't it? Direct snap, and man, he was in there before you could say scat.
Wow, great blocking. It's just quick blocking too. And this is an important extra point, as this would give Meade the lead.
Their first lead of the game, if it happens, if he connects here.
Finster will hold it. The snap is back. It is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:04 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Buffaloes have grabbed the first lead of the ball game, 14-13, and that was a 46-yard drive. That included a 4th down conversion. It included several 3rd down conversions, and just like that, the Buffaloes on top by 1.
And as the old lumberjack would say, if this game don't get you fired up, your wood's too wet. And
where did you get that from?
Oh, I don't know.
I just never heard that. You just made that up, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
But if, you got to get fired up. And Meade was fired up, and Centralia was all fired up. And, I mean, if you can't get fired up for that, I don't care. Your wood's too wet. Huh?
All right. Whatever we need. But
stoke your own fire, will you? All right. I'll tell you. Way to go, beating Buffaloes.
Well, Meade is on the board here in the second half, and they lead it 14-13. And we've had 2 drives in the second half, one by Centralia, one by Meade, in nearly 8 minutes off the clock already.
And wherever John Aldrich is at, who wrote that book, Sing a Wing, he'd be excited.
And that's a good kick by Davis. That is going to go into the end zone and a touchback.
First touchback we've had today, except that one fumble that ended up in one. But, I mean, with the ball carrying all the way to it, right?
Yep, that was a good kick. So 4:04 to go, 3rd quarter.
This, and you know what, Jeremy? 40 years ago, that was Meade's first state championship in 1972. Then they won again in 80. And now they're trying to win in 210, and now they're trying to go for the 4th state title.
That last drive was 13 plays by the Meade Buffaloes. Trevor Mars gets his carry. Look at Mars. He is rolling past the 30 and brought down at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game for the sophomore.
Yeah. Good move over, Steinlocke and J.T. Rosine. Let me, older Trevor Mars, show you how to run that football.
Only the 3rd carry of the ball game for Trevor Mars.
And I might only be a sophomore, but, I've carried that ball 80 times this year and made 348 yards and 4 touchdowns. Average 4 yards a carry, and I got a lot more this time, didn't I?
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. This time it's a direct snap to Steinlage. He drives through some traffic and picks up 5 yards. Weens in on the tackle.
Like student body left with a pick-em-up truck up front of you leading holes, huh? Wasn't big enough to drive a semi through, but you can get a pickup through it.
So the ball up at the 37-yard line. So Centralia with the first down on this drive, looking for another one as they will have 2nd down and 5. Or either a short 5 or a long 4, whichever way you want to
take your pick.
Yeah, take your pick. They need to get to the 42 for a first down. Blitz coming by Meade. Again, Mars with the carry. He's going to be brought down very close to the first down. I think he has it.
I think his knees might have touched just a hair short.
I thought they did too, but it looks like he got a pretty good spot.
Yeah, he's...
And they are going to measure for it. Looking down the line, it is by the tip of the football. A first down.
Yeah,
this
nose
one's
of the
tip
ball, one way or the
tip
other.
of the football.
And they stretch
They
it all
will
the
stretch
chains
those
out.
Chains, and looks like he's short.
I
I missed one.
got to get a magnifying glass
It
down
happens.
there. Half inch short. Maybe it's an inch short.
So pick up a 4 by Trevor Mars, and he's got a couple of carries on this drive. He's tallied 16 yards.
The boy's
on
doing
this
well. He
drive.
only averaged 4 yards, but he's got averaging 8 right now.
Yeah, that's fullback. You know, the Meade and their single wing, the blocking back or the fullback, whether it's Godfrey or Olvera, they're right behind the line of scrimmage. Mars, on the other hand, is a couple yards off the line of scrimmage, so therefore he gets a lot more carries than what the blocking back to do for Meade. Godfrey, the starting blocking back, no carries on the season.
Yeah, and that's what he is. He's a solid blocking back.
3rd down and 1. It's right back to Mars. He's going to have the first down. Then a pick up 2 as he crosses the 43-yard line.
That's a great job, Amy. He's a 205-pound sophomore, so he's a pretty solid boy, and then he gets a head of steam going. First 2 or 3 steps, he's going pretty quick, and then he uses that weight to move him on forward.
Centralia fans showing which way that first down was going right there. First down for the Panthers.
Absolutely.
With 2:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Meade grabbed their first lead after a 13-play, 46-yard drive. Centralia looking to answer. Snap back to Steinlage. He cuts it back. Davis can't bring him down, and finally Hardaway and Little bring him down after a pickup of 8. And there's another example of what we talked about at halftime, not bringing him down on first contact and trying to use arms to make the hit.
Yep. You just don't bring any of these here tough football players in the state championship game by arm tackling. And the coach would be the first one to tell them that. I mean, you got to block well. They've done that both ways, but you got to tackle well also. That's a very important part of the game, and I think Centralia coaching staff pointed that out earlier. Got to block and tackle well to win this game.
2nd down and 3. There's a direct snap back, and it's going to be Rosine, and he's going to pick up a couple on the play. He is short of the first down by about a yard. So we'll bring up 3rd down and 1 again for Centralia.
Some of the defensive team stats for Meade this year, they've had 12 sacks, and Friesen with 2, and Cooper's with 2, and they've had 11 players make at least 1 sack or more for losses. And they also had 6 fumble recoveries, and Trevor Weens and Jet Little has had 2 each to lead the team on defensive fumble recoveries this year. But right now, they need to tackle well.
3rd down and 1. This is where they like to go to Mars or Steinlage. This time it's Mars. He goes left, catches a block, goes down the sideline, using his stiff arm, and finally pushed out of bounds by Chris Hardaway at the 27-yard line.
Now that was a very impressive, tough run by the 205-pound sophomore. Yeah, I was well impressed how he bounced it to the outside and made the corner.
A 21-yard run by Trevor Mars.
That was a great run.
He's got 46 yards on 6 carries, 39 yards on 4 carries here in this second half.
He's pumped up, and he's all jacked up, and he has a right to be. I mean, that sophomore has led on this drive. He's been their main horse.
Well, he's taken some of the focus away from Rosine and Steinlage, so look out. It's Mars again, and this time he's stacked up at the line, and he's going to pick up a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9, so Meade ready for that one.
Number 84, Randall Friesen, and on the stop for the Buffaloes.
Randy Friesen on the tackle that time for Meade, and 19 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter. The clock winds, and it looks like Centralia will play to the 4th quarter. As the clock winds under 10 seconds, Rosine's going to go over and talk with his head coach, Larry Glatzik. Clock continues to wind, and that is the end of the third quarter. Wow, what a state championship football game we have today. The Meade Buffaloes 14, the Centralia Wetmore Panthers 13. We'll be back with your fourth quarter right after this. And back at Lewis Field Stadium, Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz. Is second down and 9 for the Centralia Panthers. They trail 14-13.
I thought it'd be interesting, Jeremy, some of the team offensive stats so far for Centralia this year. They've had 489 rushing plays for 3,746 yards. So every time they've run the ball, they've had 7.66 yards per carry. And they've passed, JT Rosine has passed 35 connected on receptions out of 62 for 609 yards. Only had one interception all year long and averaged over 17 yards a catch. So net rushing yards per game, they've had about 311.8 yards per game. Held the opponents to only 99 on defense.
Well, they have about 26.5 yards to go to get into the end zone. They trail by 1 as we start the fourth quarter. Centralia scored at the end of the first half with 23 seconds left to go to retake the lead, 13-7. Meade scored on their first and only possession of the second half. Turner gets his first carry of the ball game, breaking tackles down the sideline. He's going to score! Darian Turner, his third touchdown of the season. This one comes from 27 yards out, and the Panthers have regained the lead.
What a play, what a cutback. A lot of zigging and zagging. And over those last 11, 12 yards, he saw a wide opening, and he hit it. Pay dirt. For Darian Turner, 160-pound sophomore. 21 carries for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns prior to now. And it gets about 9.76 yards per run so far this year. None of them more important than that one.
And they are going to go for 2 as their lead right now is at 5. It's Rosine rolling to his left. He's looking, throws the back of the end zone, tipped away by Chris Hardaway in the back of the end zone, looking for Brett Burdick. I think Burdick wanted that pass a little bit quicker, but Rosine wasn't in the position to throw it, and Chris Hardaway just did tip it away.
Now, let me tell you, that's tough because JT he's a right-handed quarterback, and he's running clear to his left and never did have time to really stop.
You see Turner just breaking free, and again, Meade hitting and not wrapping up.
Yep, absolutely. But on that extra point, a 2-point extra point attempt by JT Rosine, he's running clear to his left. And, that's tough to do because he never had time to square up his feet or his shoulders to throw back. And so Burdick might be a little disgusted that the ball pass did get to him a little quicker, a little sooner. But JT that's a tough physical move to throw back when you're running to your left and throw back with the right hand.
Had 9-play, 80-yard drive, but the key there is that tip away by Hardaway.
Absolutely.
It puts it in the position for Meade to score, and they score a touchdown. Now they go up by 1. It would make you think that they would probably go for 2 to go up to make it a 3-point ball game and force Centralia to, if they were to kick a field goal, to tie the ball game if it got to that point.
But right now, I'll say you, Centralia giving up 14 points. They only did that 16 points, and 14 points is most to give up to any team right now. So Meade is second best. And here's a kickoff.
It's deep. It's going to be taken by Little at the 9. Comes up the seam, and he is going to be hit and dropped. The flag comes in, and it looks like Meade is going to be starting a little bit deep in the backfield.
Looks like they might have a block in the back by maybe number 33. Tyler Godfrey could be, but the 175 senior looked like he's in that area.
See what the
During the return, block in the back, receiving team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
So it is a 10-yard. That is the first penalty of the ball game against Meade. So now the Buffaloes, last time they were backed up this far, well, they just shoved it down the field and went 86 yards on 10 plays. Well, they have 87 yards to go here. And it is going to be Weens trying to break free. Such a good job. Turner in on the tackle. Also coming up from the bottom of that pile was Burdick. A pickup of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Had a lot of play action going off to the left, and the Weens just did a great job of reading the blocks and had patience, like you said earlier, Jeremy. Patience to let the blocking schemes work, and that's how he made lucky enough to make about 4 yards.
One thing you have to watch out for with Trevin Weens, if you're Centralia, is do not let him break a tackle. This time it's Hardaway. He goes left side and leans forward. Ball pops out, but that was late. Pickup of, looks like about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yes, sir.
3rd down and 4, a huge play coming up with 10:50 to go in the ball game. Centralia on top 19-14, the defending 2A state champions. Hardaway, spinner, gives it up underneath, stopped. There is a flag on the play. It's thrown right at the point of the tackle. See what the call is. It could be a face mask.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Didn't look like there was a hold anywhere
Bring it
close
run.
to that.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Yep.
Defense.
It
15
was a
yards.
face mask. So a pickup of 1 on the play for Jet Little, but the big one on that is the face mask.
That's what I thought when I saw the back judge, Jared Martin, throwing that flag in there. Generally, it's something that happened on the tackle play like a face mask, and so. But you're reluctant to say that until you hear the Zebras make the official call.
Well, judging by, like you said, where it was thrown, it was really Jet Little was the only Meade player there, and he was the one being tackled. So that moves the ball all the way up to the 35-yard line, a fresh set of downs. Snap back to Weens, looking to break free. He'll be stacked up, move backwards, no gain on the play.
They spread him out. Number 22, Brett Burdick on that tackle, the 190-pound junior. He's had 75 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 TD so far this year, and no more excited than he was on that particular tackle right there by stretching out Trevor Weens for no gain.
2nd down and 10. Hardaway. He's going to give it to Weens. Looks for a gap, and he's not going to have one.
He's been bottled up pretty good so far today. He's got a lot of speed and quickness there to get that guy out in the open spaces, but they haven't been able to do that yet, though. So the Panthers have corralled that old Buffalo up to this point.
Hunter Hoffler on the tackle after the 4-yard gain. He'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Which seldom other people have done that all year long, because Trevin Weens had 1,587 yards coming in today and 26 touchdowns on 131 carries. So there's nothing more important than this here, 3rd and 6.
Here we go. It's going to be a pass. Hardaway throws it backside for Little. It was incomplete, well over the head of Little, but Cody Herder was right there. He was not surprised on that play. It's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for the Buffaloes.
It would have been interesting to see what Jet Little could have done with it if the pass would have been at his head height instead of about 6 yards over his head. He might have got tackled for a loss.
Davis is going to punt it away. Hardaway is the long snapper for the Buffaloes. Rosine and Steinloggy back deep. Davis gets the punt away, and that's a beauty. High end-over-end kick, and Rosine's going to watch it bounce. It will go sideways, out of bounds at the 28-yard line. So with 8, the clock is still running. The clock is still running. And they ran about a solid 6 seconds off the clock. After that ball went out of bounds, it doesn't look like they are going to reset the clock, though. I'll bet a solid 6 seconds ran off the clock right there. And in this game, 6 seconds is important.
Yeah, it's eternity.
Help 1st down and 10. They'll mark it at the 29-yard line. Rosine will keep it up the middle, breaking tackles, finally stood up and pushed backwards after he picks up 5 yards to the 34-yard line.
Meade old tough old JT Rosine, number 7, 195-pound junior quarterback. They're averaging 145 yards rushing per game He's had 191 rushes this year for 1,735 yards, 28 touchdowns, and even had 6 TDs in the air when he does pass it. Great job, tough kid, J.T. Rosine, 195-pound junior.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. It's going to be Steinlage. He goes right. He leans forward. Looks like he might have got out enough for a first down. They stop the clock, and they will eyeball it and see if he got there. I think he did. It is a first down, so he picks up 5 yards.
That was just direct snap back to Steinlage and student body right. Let's follow the offensive line, and he did a great job.
The ball just across the 39-yard line. Centralia leading 19-14 after the 27-yard touchdown run from Darian Turner, his only run of the contest. It is going to be Steinlage. He goes right. He has a gap. Still on his feet. Little pushes him out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 16 yards and a first down for the Panthers.
That was a great job by Sam Steinlage. Of course, that's just following the keys that, see how he just made that great job there. But they want to establish the line of scrimmage. They want to win the first downs, like run the football. They've done a great job. And use the run to set up any play action passes. So far, the keys to winning the game for the Panthers is right in their ballpark, exactly how the coaches dreamed it up.
First down and 10 from the 45. It is Mars up the middle. Goes to the outside and is going to be ridden out of bounds. It looked like Weens and Little. Weens with most of it. Little helped him out at the 39. A pickup of 6 yards for Trevor Mars, who has played a big part of the Centralia offense in the second half.
He bulldogged his way right down there. I mean, he made a quick surge to the outside, and then he used his strength and power and went up and broke 2 or 3 tackles. It took 2 or 3 Buffaloes to bring him down. So like we said, you got to make quicker, better tackles. They're winning the line of scrimmage right now, Jeremy. And generally, if you win the line of scrimmage and don't put the ball on the turf and don't have any turnovers, you know, you're gonna have positive results.
Second down. It is going to be Steinlage going to the outside again. He has a block, cuts it back, still on his feet, and breaks tackles all the way inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line, but there is a flag at the 39-yard line, at the line of scrimmage.
The 2 blitzing linebackers almost got caught because the play action to the right almost escaped both linebackers by the Meade that was blitzing.
Wow, that is a big penalty. That is a big penalty. So instead of first down and 10 inside the 25, they're going to have second down and 14 from the 49. So even though they call it a 10-yard penalty, it's basically a 25-yard penalty right there, because you lose the yardage on the run and you mark them back 10 yards.
That's right.
Second and 14. The Meade fans trying to get their defense to make a play. It is going to be Rosine up the middle, breaking tackles, pushing forward all the way inside the 40 down to the 38. He picks up 11 yards.
That's a great spinner back move. That's what they call him, the spinner back, even though most people would call him a quarterback. But J.T. Rosine, he's tough. He's mean. And he can sure turn the Jets on when he starts headed on a north-south run.
Now the Buffalo defense had him stuck all the way back at second and 14. Now it's third down and 3. The Meade crowd, as you can hear, encouraging their team to hold them with 6:26 to go. It is Steinlage going right, pushes outside, gets a crushing block, and has a first down, knocked out of bounds inside the 30, out at the 28-yard line. That is a pickup for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that time there, Brett Burdick sure had a nice block outside to spring him loose, too. I mean, that Burdick, junior, 190 pounds, he had a nice block out there to spring Steinlage.
And the clock is definitely not a friend for the Meade Buffaloes right now. They need their defense to come up with the play as they trail by 5 with 6:15 to go in the ball game. But Centralia, a first down and 10 at the Meade 28-yard line. Buffaloes would love a turnover right here. There's a snap back, a spinner by Rosine. He's hit and dropped. Davis in on the tackle, also Olvera. A pickup of about 2 yards down to the 27. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
That's a great job by 6'3", 230-pound junior Morgan Davis, number 88. He's had 51 tackles so far this year, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. And needed every bit of it that time to hold it. They need more of that. If you're Meade Buffalo, they got to start controlling the line of scrimmage with a 5-man front right now.
2nd down and 8. Steinlage going outside to the right. He's hit and dropped.
This time
they kept him from getting to the edge. Randy Friesen was there.
And Morgan Olive.
Olvera also on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play. It will bring up 3rd down and 9.
I think Morgan was the first one to get him down low with his knees. 48 tackles so far, 2 interceptions for that 5'9", 125-pound junior. Great job by Morgan Olvera.
And I think Centralia is going to call a timeout. They're letting the clock run. And this is a huge play call on 3rd down and 9 with 4:55 to go as the clock runs. And they call a timeout with 4:51 on the clock. We're going to keep it right here. 19-14 is the score. 3rd down and 9. It seems like Centralia, every time they get in a situation like this, Larry, they have been able to knock off 6, 7, 8 yards and either get it close to the first down marker where it's a pretty manageable 4th down conversion, or to get the first down. And again, we talk about tackling, and arm tackling will not work in the last 4 minutes and 51 seconds for the Buffaloes.
But the last 2 plays by Meade, they've stuffed them pretty well. That's the reason why you have 3rd and 9 right now. They lost a yard that time. But the first time, they've had 2 or 3 series of getting first downs in a row, and the too much arm tackling by Buffalo. So finally they stepped it up, and they got to be tough and mean, and they got to win the line of scrimmage in here if they expect to get the ball back to keep the Panthers from getting the end zone again.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Centralia fans just hoping that their team can hold on. The Meade fans hoping that their team can make a stop and get the football back. This might be a situation where the Panthers try and throw the football.
Well, I'd look for some play-action passes because and JT Rosine, he's tough. You never know what's up his sleeve. He's kind of like Rodney Dangerfield or
3rd down and 9. Here we go. Huge play. It is Rosine going left, has a gap, has a first down. He's going to go all the way. Rosine, touchdown, Centralia. 27 yards out, JT Rosine. And it is 25-14.
Incredible job of running. And again, like we said, the tackling. I mean, he just broke to the tackles, put both hands on that ball, covered up, made sure nobody's going to strip it from him, and he headed for that north end zone.
And now the extra point conversion coming. It's an 11-point ball game, and boy, Meade is really going to have to come up with something special to get back in this one, or Centralia is going to be the will defend their 2A state title, and would have 3 out of the last 4. Rosine's kick looks like it's wide right, and it is. He missed it wide to the right. So with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the ball game, Centralia with a 25-14 lead. You see right there, JT Rosine nearly untouched. Jet Little trying to get him to fumble the football there at the end, swiping for it. But you can see the excitement in the junior's face right there, as he can almost taste another state title.
Yes, sir. He knows that was a very important drive and very important touchdown for the Panthers right there. And like you said earlier, the Meade Buffaloes really got their work cut out for them here in the last 4 minutes and 44 seconds of the game.
A 9-play, 71-yard drive. Pretty salty.
They better squib kick this one, too. because if you get that Jet Little or Trevin Weens with that ball, I'll tell you what, they can take it back to the house.
I would think that they're going to try and kick it deep. The only reason I say that is it would take that much more time for Meade to off the clock. You know, if you get something short, they could have it at 35, 40-yard line. But in the same breath, yeah, you could give up a big play on a return.
Well, it's easy when you get up by, like you said here, you get up by your 11 points. It's easy maybe to let you down a little bit, and that's the reason why I said that. Yes.
And it will be a short kick. It's going to be taken by Tyler Godfrey. He's up across the 35 and pushes up to the 38-yard line. Well, now it's time for the Meade Buffaloes to come up with something special with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the ball game. It will be first down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And they got to go 62 yards for a touchdown.
They can do it with a touchdown and a field goal, but they have to get a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, then get the ball back and kick a field goal would tie it. First down and 10. Hardaway's going to throw across the middle. Friesen. Did he make it? He didn't make the catch at the 45-yard line. He picks up 7 yards on the play.
No, JT was waiting for him, and he gets up there like you said. I think I know that got hit by that 6'9" Friesen.
So second down and 3. Hardaway knows he has to move his team quickly. This time Olvera with the carry. He's going to have a first down brought down at the Centralia 49-yard line. Picks up 6 yards and a first down. The first carry of the ball game for Morgan Olvera.
That's what I was going to say. I thought that's his first carry. I didn't remember him doing it before. He's had 10 carries for 98 yards this year, so you can tell he's seldom used, but averages over 9 yards a carry.
Buffaloes moving the ball expeditiously down the field. Hardaway, he's going to bring it down and run. He has blockers in front of him. He has a first down, still going down to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 20 yards and a first down for the Buffaloes. Well, don't turn away too quickly.
Single-wing football at its best right here.
And the officials are going to stop the clock.
Timeout by Centralia, I believe.
Centralia is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. I think Larry Glatzik is going to tell his team that, gentlemen, you got a tackle, and you mentioned it. You said it right before the kickoff. You get an 11-point lead, kind of relax a little bit, thinking, this game's over. We're going to be okay. We're going to have another state title. But guess what? The team on the other side of the line of scrimmage is going to fight to try and get back in this ball game.
Yeah, and the defensive coach, Roger Holthaus, he'll say, you got to stay focused, boys. You can't let the adrenaline down and think like you got to go anyway. You don't start celebrating too soon. And that's the reason why they're still, they started 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Now we got 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And look how far they had 62 yards to go. Now they only down there to the balls. We're on the 29-yard line. So they've taken a lot of stuff off in less than a minute. So now if the Meade Buffaloes can skip in that first down here, and here we go here. See what they got.
First and 10. Hardaway going to give it underneath. Olvera again cuts it to the outside. Still on his feet. Powers ahead. Herder on the tackle at the 21. A pickup of 8 on the play for Olvera.
Mercy, like I said earlier, he had 10 carries up to now is all for 98 yards. Averages 8 or 9.8 yards a carry.
They're going to throw it this time. Hardaway looks, throws out in the flat. The catch is made by Friesen. He's knocked out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a pickup and a first down of 6 or 7 yards. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 14, so a pickup of 7.
And a hurry-up offense by the Buffaloes, and they need to be.
Hardaway looking to throw again. In some trouble. He's going to run it up the middle. He has close to a first down. I believe he does. He picks up 10 as he's down to the 4 with 3:18 to go in the ball game.
They were in a spread formation to the left-hand side, and all the receivers were covered and left a big wide open gap in the middle, so he just took what they gave him. And first down and goal now.
Hardaway again. This time it's Olvera up the middle. He's hit, stacked up. He's going to pick up And it looks like Meade is going to use the first timeout of the second half. So Olvera picks up down to the 2-yard line, so he picks up 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second and goal from the 2. His only 3 carries of the ball this drive. They'll mark it just inside the 3-yard line, and with 3:06 to go in the ball game, some very, very tense moments for both of these ball clubs.
Absolutely. It's kind of interesting. So he's been a kind of a silent weapon all year long. Only had 10 carries, and all of a sudden he's got 3 of them in this game alone. And they've been pretty timely carries too. And
well, you can see that when they go to their spread formation, Olvera is right beside Chris Hardaway. When they're in their single wing formation, Olvera is usually in as a blocking back, so he's not going to get the football. So he's like, I think he likes the spread formation.
Good call. You can see where he's at right now too.
Second down and goal. Buffaloes need to get it about 2.5, 3 yards to the end zone. Hardaway to throw. Throws it over. It's incomplete. Knocked away.
Broken up. Good.
It was Herter on the coverage. That pass intended for Jet Little. It's third down.
That was a great job there by the defensive back, the outside linebacker, Cody Herter. 170-pound junior broke that up. So he's going to bring up third and goal from about the 2.5, 3-yard line.
Now here we go. Same spread formation. Morgan Davis, Weens, and Little to the near side, Friesen to the top. Hardaway's going to roll. He's looking. Throws it back to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown!
Good juggling catch.
Jet Little brings in the touchdown catch. The second score of the game for him is 6th receiving touchdown of the season. With 2:58 to go, it is 25-20.
And now what are we going to do? We're bringing in 24. Going to bring in, is it going to be a 2-point?
Well, they have to go for 2 here.
Yeah, I think so.
To make it a so you could, they're going to move it all the way over to the left side. You can pick where you want it, in the left hash, the middle, or the right hash.
He's bringing in Micah Harder, 165-pound senior came in on this play here, this extra point.
It took him less than 2 minutes. Hardaway, dump pass, intercepted. Intercepted by Burdick. He was looking for Davis, and if he pump fakes just once,
then
Davis is wide open, but Burdick read it right away, and so Meade is going to have to score a touchdown to win this ball game. The score is 25-20, as you saw the juggling act right there by Jet Little.
Now, do you think there could be an onside kick coming up?
I would think so.
Or do you think they're going to try to kick the ball all the way to the end zone?
I think with only 2 timeouts remaining, I don't think you can take that. I think you have to try an onside kick here.
I got a feeling. Well, you don't know.
Because 1 first down and the ball game's over.
That's true. But you got Coach Powell, McCullough, Coach Ridzik, Coach Petrie, and head coach Scott Mosier making that decision on the sideline for the Meade Buffaloes. And on the other side is Larry Glatzkin, of course, the head coach, and Coach Ryder Holthouse, and Coach Wheeler, Coach Kramer, and Batchelder is their coaches.
Centralia is expecting the onside kick.
Got the good hands people up front.
They got the good hands people up front, but what Meade has done is they are not showing their cards as of yet. So Davis will tee it up, and it looks like it's ready for an onside kick, judging by the angle of the football that he's putting down on the tee right there.
He got that thing straight up and down. He wants to get that thing to go head over heels, don't he?
Which way is it going? And a timeout's going to be called by Larry Glatzik. He calls the timeout, and that is their final timeout. Davis didn't give away his cards, though. He heard those whistles, and he pulled back. So, again, the poker players are staying at it. They are not giving up their hand, but it sure looked, judging by the way that ball is placed on the tee, that they are going to try the onside kick.
I thought he was
2:58 to go.
With a right-footed kicker, I thought he was going to kick it off the side of his foot towards that 50-yard line. Over there, on Centralia side. I think he had to set up that way. going to drag that right foot across there and then put it on an angle.
Yeah, whichever way you do it, there's going to be some hard hitting coming up here. That last drive was a 9-play, 62-yard drive for the Meade Buffaloes. And special thanks to my buddy Dave Barber, who is down in the stands watching the game. He can't get it out of his blood. He's keeping track of the game. So it's
good for old Dave.
It is going to be onside kick time for Meade, I would think. But this time, Centralia not really showing. They don't have everybody all the way up on the line of scrimmage. The onside kick, you didn't know, has to go at least 10 yards before it can be touched by a kicking team. It is an onside kick. It's on the ground, still on the ground, and I think Centralia's on it. I think the Panthers got on the football. And there's a flag.
Uh-oh.
I think that might be on Hardaway.
I think so. The official threw the flag, looked right at number 3 anyway.
So, they'll tack 15 yards onto this one. Herter was on it for the Panthers. And the call is probably going to...
Personal foul. Defense. 15 yards. First down.
And that's 15 yards. So instead of having it 1st and 10 at the 48, it's going to be 1st and 10 at...
And you better be
30,
ready. Better set it up and
38.
make good tackles right now. You know, Jeremy, they
That's
better
what you
set
have
it
to
up
do.
and play good tackle right now.
Well, here we go. 2 timeouts remaining for the Buffaloes. Centralia is out of timeouts. But the Panthers have the football and a 5-point lead with 2:57 on the clock. Meade can ill afford to start some missed tackles. Steinlage over the middle. Going to be brought down on the play and look like Slochtemeyer in on the tackle. It will bring up 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain.
And Meade used their 2nd timeout of this half, and that was student body to the right. And old Steinlage just said, I'm going to follow the big hogs up in the trough and follow them boys blocking for me, and they gained a good solid 4 yards by...
Unofficially, 16 carries, 97 yards and a touchdown for Sam Steinlage. For JT Rosine, 19 carries, 110 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Pretty good job for those 2 running backs in it for the Panthers.
Darn good. For Meade, Trevin Weens really hasn't got off the schneid with a big run. He has 22 carries for 68 yards. Chris Hardaway, 15 carries, 103 yards. Jet Little, 9 carries for 42 yards. Morgan Olvera with 3 carries for 16 yards. And Trevor Mars in the second half has been big for Centralia as well. He has 8 carries for 53 yards. And Darian Turner, 1 big carry, 27 yards and a touchdown. Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Centralia knows a 1st down gets them another state title. Steinlage cuts it to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on the play. They say the ball came loose, but it was after the Steinlage was down and a timeout called by Meade with 2:46 to go. And good job that time by stringing it out and then filling the gap to take out the big kid from Centralia.
They strung that play out very well by number 84, of course, Randy Friesen, and then, of course, number 8. By Mr. Olvera. They did a great job stringing that play out there, so brings up 3rd down and long 8. And, of course, Meade now used their 3rd and final timeout, so it's almost do or die now.
Now, here's my next question. If you're in Larry Glatzik, let's say you don't make another yard on this next play. Do you punt the ball away and force Meade to drive, at the minimum 80 yards or maybe 85, 90 yards, depending on where the punt goes?
Since Coach had that quick kick earlier, I think if they don't make the 1st down here on 3rd and 8, then he'll do that. JT maybe do a quick kick to kind of surprise them. They won't give it away on the lineup. They're not going to go back in a straight punt formation. They'd probably use him to quick kick it and try to put it out of bounds about the 10-yard line.
Yep, 3rd down and 8. Rosine, he's going to come left with it. He's going to be hit, dropped. He's not 31. He picks up 5 yards. It will be 4th down and 3. Clock runs with 2:34.
This makes an important decision now for him because both teams are out of timeouts. You got 4th down and 3 yards to go. And it's do or die time.
They're going to go for it. I don't blame them.
Well, they keep the clock running.
5 seconds left on the play clock. Are they going to get it off in time? They didn't. It is quick kicked and it's blocked. And it's going to be Steinlage on it at the 36-yard line, but Meade will have it with 2 minutes and 1 second left to go and a chance to drive the ball down the field. Their last touchdown drive.
Wow.
Lasted. They started the drive with 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. It took them 1 minute and 42 seconds to drive down and score.
They got enough time then, don't they?
They have enough time, but they did use a timeout on that possession.
That's true.
So no timeouts. The clock stops on first downs and out of bounds and incomplete passes and any penalties.
So now you got the spread offense by the Meade Buffaloes.
Nobody in the backfield. Back to pass. A throw caught by Little. He is going to pick up 8 yards. It's 2nd down and 2.
And they're going to be a quick hustle up offense. Everybody gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're still in the spread offense. Twins left, twins right. Only Hardaway, that lone back.
This is the way the season should end. Great games. There's a pass. The catch is incomplete. It went through the hands of Davis. Burdick on the coverage. Also over there, looked like Rimpey came in. It's 3rd down and 2.
The only blessing on that is at least to stop the clock. I mean, because if they would have caught it, they had timeout only for them to move the sticks, then back in again. 3rd down and 2.
5 receivers in the set. I would look for a potential quarterback keeper here by Hardaway. He is going to go left side, cuts it back, has a first down, still on his feet. He's down to the 49-yard line. Chris Hardaway picks up 7 yards. It's 1st down and 10, 1.5 minutes to go. They have got to hurry with the clock now winding. Hardaway to throw again. Looks. Throws it down the middle. It's incomplete. A break up by Cody Herter, and he has made some huge defensive plays here in this 4th quarter for the Panthers.
It scares the heck out of me when you start going down the middle where all the traffic's at and on long passes. Take what they give you. Go to your sideline passes. Roll out. Roll him out. Maybe roll out Hardaway and then have him to the right-hand side here.
Burdick is going to have Weens man-to-man in the slot. He's in motion. They fake the no. Weens is going to keep it. Goes to the outside. Needs to break a tackle. Still going. He's going to get out of bounds. A huge play. He broke the tackle of Darian Turner and got to the sideline and out of bounds. It will bring up 3rd down and 8 after a 2-yard pickup.
That's a smart play by Trevin Weens that he recognized what the situation was. He's only going to have about a 2-yard gain anyway. And the clock would have kept moving.
3rd down and 7. We talked about that 6 seconds that ran off earlier. A pass, Hardaway looking, throws down the sideline. Friesen has it. He's inside the 25 and brought down at the 20-yard line. A 27-yard completion. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes.
And that is the cornerback's nightmare when you have a running quarterback coming at you and he stops just before he does that, tucks the ball and throws it over your head. Because if he comes up, tucks it up, and goes up there. So here we go.
And he was knocked out of bounds. The clock stopped with 1 minute and 8. Little in motion. Hardaway's going to run it up the middle. He's close to a 1st down. He's not going to get it, though. He picks up about 8 yards down to the 12. The clock runs under a minute to go.
55, 54, 53 seconds. Here we go.
Boy, the Buffaloes are ready for this. They have got to snap the football. Hardaway is going to down it. They're going to throw a penalty flag.
Penalty marker on the play.
They're going to throw a penalty flag. It looks like that could be an intentional grounding called on Hardaway.
Intentional grounding. Intentional grounding. Offense. 5 yards to start a foul. Lost it down. 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down after the 5-yard penalty. I understand why that you have to ground the ball when you're up underneath center. You can't ground it when you take a shotgun snap. It's only the second penalty against the Buffaloes, but with 43 seconds, still plenty of time left.
I like the play that they made the long reception on, though, because you get your quarterback out in space. Like you run or pass, got the option.
I would take my chances right here trying with Friesen. That's a 10-yard penalty. It's 3rd down and 15. Rolling his heart away, looking, throws it up, has Little out there. It is. Got it! Touchdown! Oh, my! Jet Little with the touchdown catch in the corner of the end zone. His 3rd score of the ball game.
Great throw by Chris Hardaway, wasn't it? It had to be perfect, right on top to get over their defensive end.
25 yards. Oh, my goodness. What a play. The second touchdown with 36 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Meade has regained the lead. It's 26-25, and they will go for the 2-point conversion. Oh, and talk about the air coming out of the balloon on the far side. Little in motion. He'll counter back the other way. It's right up the middle to Weens. He's in for the 2-point conversion. An unlikely, unbelievable comeback by the Meade Buffaloes. But you look right now, there is still 36 seconds left to go and some big athletes on the other side of the football field.
Absolutely. What a great job. But, you know, that outside, that was a great job. Ed. Devin Rempe, the quarterback, the junior 165-pounder for the Panthers, he is in great position there. The pass just had to be perfect pass by Hardaway over him to Little, right in the corner of the end zone. I mean, Jeremy, that was perfect timing. That was just perfect timing because Rempe did a great job.
Wow.
And now they're down by 3. Kind of that 2-point extra point there by Weens going up the gut. Now it's 28 for the Buffaloes and 25 for that. And if they hold on the next 36 seconds with no team having any timeouts, you've got Meade going to have their 12th win. And if they get 12 wins, they've always won a state championship. In 1972, 1980, 2010, and again 2012, if it happens to be. They got 36 seconds to either fulfill their dreams and goals, or Centralia says we got answers to it. So here we go. 36 seconds, Jeremy.
It just goes to show, wow, you have to play the entire 48.
What a slugfest by 2 great single-wing teams. Look here.
That is a grounder. It's going to be picked up by Mars, and he goes straight to the ground at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10, nearly at the 31. Now Meade has to be careful not to make any silly mistakes defensively, but at the same time, you can't be too lax because you have to play defense and you have to tackle. The Buffaloes have had a hard time tackling today.
It's going to be a loose 4-3 defense right now. He's going to have plenty of them back. Look at here.
Centralia forced to throw it really for the first time. A throw out in the flat, incomplete. It skipped to Burdick at the 40-yard line. That's probably a blessing for Centralia because that would have been short of the 1st down. The clock would still be running, down to 31 seconds left to go.
And neither team has any timeouts left. So now we're down to 31 seconds to find out who becomes the state champ.
That is the first pass thrown in the second half by the Panthers.
Well, they're forced into it now.
What a comeback by Meade.
Got a split slot formation.
Rosine to throw. There's a flag on the play. Down the field. Man's out there. Rempe has it. He's inside the 25 and brought down at the 19, at the 18. But what is the flag? There is a flag. It all depends. Did somebody line up off sides?
Very
important.
important.
The call? A huge call coming. It looks like that's going to go against Centralia.
Bring it back.
Bringing it back. Wow.
Illegal formation. Offense. Now they'll be on the line of scrimmage. 5 yards.
Their 5th penalty of the ball game.
So
and the flag came out right away.
Yep.
I saw the flag fly. So
absolutely.
So that wipes out the 52-yard pass play.
they make a critical mistake. The Panthers did by not having 7 guys on the line of scrimmage on that way. So illegal procedure, and
And another flag. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike, you got to have to believe. And this is a breakdown by Centralia.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense. Half the distance, second down.
So somebody said a magic word right there. So half the distance, so narc another 12 yards.
That's unfortunate by either coaching staff that something like that has to happen, because it's been a well-played game up to now and good sportsmanship at both teams and very uncharacteristic of both squads. So, but they got a long way to go, Jeremy. 88 yards to go and only got 21 seconds to go if you're a Centralia Panther.
Crazier things have happened. The ball's at the 13-yard line, 87 yards to go. Rosine to throw. Under some pressure, Davis has it. He
Almost
breaks out
for
of
safety.
it. Now Friesen chasing him. A throw down the field. It's intercepted by Finster. Finster down
got it.
to the 25. Still on his feet. He is still going, brought down at the 10-yard line, and that is your ball game.
3 seconds to go.
Mark Finster, his 5th interception of the season. None bigger than that one right there. And the Meade Buffaloes are going to win their 4th state title in football in school history.
Absolutely. Great job by Mark Finster. Just sat there waiting in the pocket. 5'10", 165-pound senior. 4 interceptions, like you mentioned. That's his 5th one. Nothing better than that one. And that's going to be 12 wins. And every time the Meade Buffaloes in history since 1909 got 12 wins, they've been a state champ.
And now the best formation in football, if you're on the winning side, it's the victory formation. The snap back to Hardaway. He puts a knee. The clock winds down. And an unlikely, almost unheard of comeback by the Meade Buffaloes.
Absolutely.
They took over with 4:40 left in the 4th quarter, down by 11 points. They drove down and scored 2 consecutive touchdowns to win the ball game and win it by a score of 28-25. They are state champions. Meade Buffaloes 28, Centralia 25. We'll come back with your trophy presentations and finish things up from Lewis Field right after this. Okay, welcome back to Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes. The Meade Buffaloes and the Centralia Panthers shaking hands as they go across the field, and you know, a lot of hurt on the side for the Centralia Panthers. The Meade Buffaloes, a lot of jubilation for that team, and a well-played, a hard-fought football game, and man, you couldn't ask for anything better out of a state championship game than what we saw today, Larry.
That's a great comeback. I mean, that's most points given up by Centralia Panthers all year long, to have any team score 28 points against them. And the way it was done in that last half, it showed a lot of grit, a lot of determination, a lot of intestinal fortitude by the Buffaloes to come back and prevail in this one here. That's 12 straight for them this year. And anytime they get 12 victories, they won a state championship. And of course, 1972, 1980, 2010, and now again in 2012 over a very, very, very tough team that Centralia Panthers have earned their right to snap their 21-game win streak right now. It's kind of like what they did in 2009 to Smith Center snap their 79-win streak. So it's a bitter pill to swallow right now. But later on, they'll recycle on this, and what a great, great, great job by the Panthers, the coaching staff, and all them there to get that team up to where it's at this year and get them back here in the hunt to be in a state championship game.
And looking at the final stats, obviously the score, Meade wins it by a score of 28-25, and all the teams, the 2 teams are going to meet in the middle, everybody together, hands interlocked.
That's incredible.
Saying a prayer that you don't see very often in any level of sports, but it is going to happen today as the 2 teams say a final prayer. It looks like everybody got out of here healthy, which is obviously the most important thing. And coaches and players can't beat that right there. That just goes to show you that even though they just got done playing a hard-fought football game, it's one that is just that. It is a game.
A lot of respect for each other, each team. It's good to see.
When you fight this hard and you have a game like we had today, you have to have some mutual respect amongst both teams, because both teams wanted it just as bad. There wasn't one team that said, oh, they wanted it more so they won, or they wanted it more so they won, or this or that. It was just a matter of, Meade made the plays they had to make in order to get back into the ball game. They did what they had to do to get back in it and to win it, and they made some incredible plays. They made some incredible plays. That pass by Hardaway to Little for the go-ahead score. That baby dropped down right in his hands. It couldn't have been thrown any other place and been completed.
And prior to that, Jeremy, we kept talking about how their arm tackling. They got to step it up. Then they had that one series where they stopped them in there, forced them in that 3rd and long, remember? And then that's when they finally got control of it, when they when the Panthers didn't keep the first downs going. They bent, but they didn't break on that last series. Then their offensive weapons by Hardaway and his receivers is what end up winning the game right down the stretch, is on the offensive side of the ball.
And they are, right now, you see Centralia getting the runner-up trophy, along with the team captains getting the ball and taking it back to their huddle. And nothing to be ashamed of. Obviously, right now it hurts, and this one will be remembered for a long time. But it is one that they should be awfully proud of.
Absolutely, both teams. What a format! First time ever I see 2 single wings teams playing again in the state championship. That's incredible. And to right at the end of it, there to have the respect and then race for each of them. There's the Meade Buffaloes.
And the Meade Buffaloes pointing at that state championship title. So even years are on their side here in the 21st century. They won it in 2010, win it in 2012. And there it is. That is some beautiful hardware. And the crowd over here on the near side, extremely excited. They made the trip up from southwest Kansas. The Centralia fans made the trip down from northeast Kansas. And there they are. Both teams finished the season at 12-1 on the year. Chris Hardaway squeezing in. They're looking for team pictures, and it was just a battle. It was just a battle. This is one of the best football games that I've seen.
It's one of the best championship games that you see at any level, regardless whether it be 6A, 5A, 4A, whatever, down here, 2A, 1A right there today in Hays, Kansas. Incredible finish. And one of these here single-wing teams has been in the last 4 state championships, really. You take Centralia in 209 when they snapped Smith Center string, and then 210, of course, Meade won it. 211 in overtime, Centralia beat La Crosse, and now today they both meet again head-on towards each other, and Meade survived it. There was no losers on this field.
No.
One came up short on the scoreboard, 25-28. But, man, both teams are winners. The coaching staff's winners. And hats off to the whole community, the school. I'm just proud of all of them and proud that we got the privilege of being here to call a game such of this nature.
Tell you what, it's you couldn't have ordered it up any better. You couldn't have ordered it up any better. An awful happy Meade Buffalo team right there with their team picture, and Centralia not much in the mood for pictures right now, but 12-1, and Meade finishes at 12-1, and just a battle. An absolute battle. We knew it was going to be a close ball game. We knew it was going to be a battle. We knew that when it came down to it, that somebody was going to win, somebody was going to lose. That's a given. It's just how it goes. And for a copy, if you'd like a copy of the 2012 2-1A state championship game, contact Smoky Hills Public Television at www.smokyhillstv.org or call 1-800-337-4788. Well, one more season of high school football is officially in the books. It's been a great year. We've seen upsets. We've seen things that we expected, Larry, and today, just an outstanding high school football game.
And it's a great tribute. I got to say this here for old John Albright, who wrote that book that got both these coaches excited reading that book and going to the single wing offense with a spinner back. And so wherever that gentleman's at today, up in the clouds looking at us or wherever it might be, I don't know what age he was, but if he wrote a book back in the 60s, who knows. But God bless him and everybody on this field, both teams. It was just a great job.
Great football game today, and the Meade Buffaloes, they are the 2012 2-1A state champions, 28-25 over Centralia. Special thanks to everybody from Smoky Hills Public Television who helped make this broadcast possible, from all the folks on the cameras to everybody in the trucks, to everybody behind the scenes. You know, we couldn't do it without you, so thanks to them. Also thanks to color analyst Larry Jantz. This is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Lewis Field Stadium in Hayes.